Hello!
Hi!
Hi.
And we are on for the next game of the 24-hour stream. For
Yeah.
That's us.
yay!
With the midnight shift, we started sleep deprivation early.
Yes.
Yes. And drinking.
Somebody had
Oh,
to.
yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I started it last night. Hi, I'm Tappy, and I'm going to be running this game of Shadowrun.
Woo!
And do you guys want to say your name?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Mac.
Yeah, but before we do introductions,
Nope, I guess we're not doing that. Backing up.
Before we do introductions, I want to tell you what we're doing here today. For those of you who maybe tuned in at the end of the last game or maybe didn't hear, we were doing a 24-hour game-a-thon for Rainbow Railroad, which is an amazing organization that rescues LGBTQIA+ people from all over the world from dangerous situations of persecution, especially state-sponsored persecution. So that's what we're raising money for today. If you go to happyjacks.org/rainbow, which it says right over Kurt's head, you can donate now. We have had so many amazing people who have been supporting us all evening. We're almost halfway to. We're almost halfway to our goal of $5,000, which is very exciting. And so you can give tonight, and actually the donation link is going to be open through the end of the calendar year. So even if you're listening to this podcast later on and you're not here live, you can still join in and you can still win some of our amazing prizes. Mac, would you like to tell us about our amazing prizes?
Boy, would I. So the top donor of each game gets an evil hat game.
Yes.
The two top donors of the marathon get rainbow dice / patch gift packs.
Ooh.
And the 4 top as of December 31st get to play online in a Happy Jacks game.
That's very exciting.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Honey,
Yes.
we may need to look into our life savings.
So you can play in the game? Wait a second, hold on. Stop me here.
You
My
realize
logic.
how infrequently
Don't help,
we actually
Tappy.
play.
Don't help. Let it happen.
How infrequently we play.
And we actually had a couple of donors right at the top of the game here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, so we have David, I'm hoping not to butcher this, Lilithan, and Dale H. Fisher. So thank you.
Thank you. Yay.
Fantastic.
You are good humans. I
Yes.
assume. I mean,
I've been saying,
Absolutely.
Make sure that we
I've been
don't feel
saying
bad.
that they're good beans.
for
Yeah.
good beans.
Yes,
Okay.
everybody who's donating is a good bean.
Right.
Yeah.
They
'Cause
they might be human beings.
Right, I'm not. They might be. I'm just not going to make any assumptions.
Right, sure.
It's
Good
like
plan.
you know,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
we're
If-
gamers. I won't assume species any more than I'll assume gender.
I want to be not the lowest.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
We're doing the thing where we're giving our preferred pronouns when we introduce ourselves, right? Yes?
Sure, yes.
Cool.
I'm sorry. I am super tired.
I can't understand why.
Result.
Yeah.
Though this is the punchy episode, just so you guys know. Like later on, they're going to be more caffeinated and rested. But we are like in the middle one.
Oh, no, I'm in the next game, too.
I can see that.
I salute you. Just like I salute
It's
you.
all good.
Okie dokie.
Everything's
then.
fine.
It was so nice knowing you, Kimmy.
I know. So good. Actually, this is not even the first time this month I've had to do this because I'm a cosplayer and I did not plan ahead for BlizzCon.
Which was an awesome costume, by the way.
Thank you. So you can live on no sleep at all.
Yeah,
I did it
exactly.
for
No,
days.
my mother used to say sleep is for the weak.
Absolutely.
My choir teacher
I'll sleep
used
when
to
I'm
say,
dead.
yeah, we'll all someday have a nice long rest.
Yes, absolutely.
Forever.
And
This
ever.
is
ever.
mostly going to be tough for me. I haven't been able to pull an all-nighter since I did 5 days straight in architecture school.
That was dumb.
Yeah, don't do that. It's
Yeah,
a trap.
it was.
So we're playing Shadowrun, and I've never
Yes.
played Shadowrun. Can you tell me about that, Tappy?
Sure I can, but as soon as you guys introduce
Oh,
yourselves.
that's good.
Yay, I get to try again. I'm Mac, still.
And your preferred pronouns?
She and her.
Yes.
Also just werewolf.
I'm Kimmy, still, I think, and I am she and her.
I'm Kurt, and I am he and him.
I'm Mary, and I'm she and her.
I am Tappy, and I'm he and him. And welcome to Shadowrun.
Yes.
So, Shadowrun, for those of you who haven't played it before, is a fantasy cyberpunk game.
Nice.
And what we're doing here is Shadowrunners are people who live outside of normal society. They are sinless. They don't have a system identification number. And these people choose to live outside of the system because fuck the system. And in doing so, you put yourself at risk because the world is controlled mostly by corporations. There are still nations, but corporations have a huge amount of power and armies and something called extraterritoriality, where the land that they are on is not a part of any nation. It is theirs.
Got it.
And so Shadowrunners are often hired by nations or corporations or interested parties to do stuff as deniable assets. And it's exactly what it sounds like. If you're caught, if you're shot, whatever, they have no idea who you're working for. They have no idea who you are, really, because you don't have a sin. And it's basically just they know that somebody was probing them or attacking them or trying to do something.
The secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions.
Right. Well, they can't even ask a secretary about that.
Right.
That's the thing. You get hired typically by what people call a Mr. Johnson, which is taken from John, actually, like somebody who hires a prostitute.
Oh, right.
And so a Mr. Johnson is kind of a go-between on that side, on the corporation side or the nation side or whatever. And then on the Shadowrunner side, typically somebody called a fixer is somebody who has lots of connections around, and they are found through their connections by Mr. Johnson, and they put together a Shadowrun. And then the fixer puts together a team. Sometimes the fixer's on the team, sometimes not. But this game, for a while, like, Fossa started it and had this really great, really pulpy feel. And as the editions have gone on, it feels more and more like mercenaries. And people telling, like, blend in, don't let people, like, know who you are, be very bland. Be as military as possible. And in this edition, they actually have like small unit tactics and computer networks specifically for that. And I say, fuck that.
Yay! Because smart choices are not happening tonight.
Well, also, you guys are Shadowrunners. You're not some elite team of bullshit army dudes. You might
We're
have
the
army
other
training,
guys.
but but you're saying fuck the system. You have mohawks, you have tattoos, you have piercings, you have
Green and
like
purple hair.
shit. You are missing an arm that you intentionally put a robo arm in so you could hit things harder, so you could fuck with the system more. You are not like these. You're not a even a mercenary is a wage slave to you. You are not a wage
Character
slave.
sheets are holding us back, man.
Exactly. And you want nothing to do with that.
Okay.
No, I
And
want a
so-
character sheet.
So,
For the
Character
system, I
sheets.
want
And
character
now,
sheets.
so in this game, which
quick question on the setting: goblinization.
oh yes, I should talk about the fantasy side. So, one of the things that has happened in the world is I think it's actually even the late 20th century. There was the Native American nations who were on reservations were being displaced more and more by corporations that wanted land for various things, or
Totally fictional.
nations who wanted that land for whatever. And so the Great Ghost Dance happened. And the Great Ghost Dance was a movement amongst the Native American nations to go back to kind of like their roots, to try and find a way to repel the invaders who invaded all those many years ago. And it worked. And I think it's 7 mountains exploded, and magma went fecking everywhere, and cities were completely covered, and then all of these, like, elemental and beast and plant spirits started coming out and just fucking kicking everybody's ass. And the Native American nations pretty much took over in very little time most of Western United States. And then things started happening everywhere, like indigenous groups that had been colonized or had been taken over by people who had technological power, suddenly found their ancient traditions had actual power. And so everything was just suddenly thrown into chaos. And eventually it started to come together where treaties started to be made between the Native American nations and the countries that kind of arose out of the ashes of the United States. There's the United Canadian and American States, which are like New England and Northern Middle America with some of Canada attached to it. There's the Confederated American States, which is exactly what it sounds like. And then there are all of the different Native American nations. There's the SAS, the Shalish. Oh, forget it. I'm going to look that up.
Oh, if we're not playing in it, we don't need to know.
Yeah. Well, but one thing that is very specific to this is by treaty, Seattle is not part of the surrounding Native American nations. It is specifically run by the United Canadian and American States, but they are very limited in the amount of control they have over it. And in my world, they have very limited control over it. Even so much as typically countries or UCAS contracts out to a corporation called Lone Star for all of their police forces, because you don't run your police forces anymore. You don't have a standing army, you just hire a corporation that has an army. And so in Seattle, like if you don't have a contract with Lone Star, they're not coming to help you. If somebody breaks into your house, you're screwed.
So paid police.
Exactly. It's paid police, and if you are not protected by them, you are not protected by anybody. And then there are the corporate security that is around. So there are 10 corporations which are called AAA corporations. They're like the Big 10 who run the corporate court. And the corporate court basically runs the world of the corporations. It was very long. And so the Big 10 have ridiculous amounts of power. But if they are caught doing something illegal by the corporate court, they are severely punished. Even so forth as other corporations could call a corporate war on them, where it's exactly what it sounds like. All of their armies attack the other ones' places and take the fuck over. So they're very, very careful to not get caught by the corporate court, which is why Shadowrunners are super useful. But also, because of the lack of security there, and because UCAS doesn't have a lot of control there, that is really where they can do a metric fuck ton of research, but also steal other people's research and steal other people's guys, because getting them to and from, getting people away from any sort of nation or any sort of corporation to another place is very difficult and very dangerous, because if somebody gets a clue that you've done that, they can just shoot down that plane. They can just shoot down that suborbital. And so in my world, you're going to have to like give me a little bit of benefit of the doubt here. This is where shit happens. And that's why you guys are here, because this is where the money is. Even though it is probably the most dangerous place in the world for people who don't have a system identification number. It is also the place where you can do the most and actually make the most of yourselves and money.
So, fuck you, you capitalist pigs, pay me?
Yes. Yeah, basically. Fuck capitalism, pay me.
So I'm going to ask the same question because you didn't actually answer it.
Oh, goblinization.
Yeah.
So goblinization happened next, where all of a sudden, like 10% or 15% of the people turned into elves and dwarves. Like
Did you get to
actual from elves and dwarves. No, they just happened.
say it?
Like you, and
just woke up one
So
day.
mad
if
if
you
I
got a
ended up
dwarf, yeah,
Oh,
you're
it
like
could get
suddenly
worse.
getting shorter,
It
and
could
you're
be
like,
worse.
oh no.
What the
So
fuck?
then, a few years later after that, you had the second goblinization, which was people turned into orcs and trolls. And so trolls are like 8 feet tall, horribly tusked, and they have these dermal denticles on them that are kind of like armor, and they have extra elongated arms and are ridiculous. And then orcs are feckin' orcs. Right. I made a mistake here. I made a entire group of characters to choose from, but because the Matrix is still kind of fucking with me and I didn't have time to finish them,
Ironic.
the technical characters didn't actually get made, and that was the orcs and trolls. So we have less of those than I would like as a balanced group, because I like making weird characters, and orcs and trolls are good for smashing things, and I don't want to make smashy orcs and trolls.
Right.
Okay.
That's just me.
So you had like a troll decker.
Yes, I did. Actually, a troll combat decker.
That's awesome.
The Matrix is a little bit different in my world. So the Matrix is basically the internet in the regular world. In my world, fuck that. They have gone to balkanization of data, where they have these very specific nodes, very much like in the regular faucet, but they're oftentimes not even connected to anything. And these are super hyper badass powerful processing things, and you can plug into those, and if you're not allowed there, intrusion countermeasures, otherwise known as ICE, will come and try and murder your face. The other thing, everything's gone wireless now, and so there's the wireless mesh, and so there's augmented reality where you can, and it's actually what it sounds like, you can see all of this bullshit in front of you. Whether you're wearing glasses, you have contacts, you might even have a holographic display in front of you, or you have cyber eyes. But pretty much everybody has the gear to see this augmented reality. And that is the internet that you have here, pretty much. You can like go out and find sites, but it's very, very limited, not really like, again, the internet that we have now. So you go to a library, and then you can look through all of the data humankind has ever had. But you can't just sit at your home and do it. And so that's how that all works. So we have orcs and trolls, and then we have meta variants of all of those. We have cyclopses and like minotaurs and all sorts of crazy bullshit.
Cool.
So I think that covers most of what I have to do, and I will fill you in as we go along.
Cool.
This has been like 25 or 30 years of backstory has kind of come together on this.
So,
So-
capitalism bad, fuck the man, we're all funny creatures, and we have permanent face sight.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And you might cast spells
Okay.
or have magical powers that are just like you are more badass and can jump 30 feet and punch through
Magical
a
adepts. Yeah,
telephone
that's
power.
cool.
Nice.
Okay.
So, our motherfucker. Okay, I had all this stuff online that I can't use now because the internet sucks. So,
You want to log into my computer?
yeah, it's fine. The cast of characters that we have. I'm going to introduce each of them.
Here, hand me yours. I'll see if I can get it online.
Fix it. Do the thing. First, we have Gramercy Riff.
I like the name already.
Right?
It's a good name.
Gramercy Riff is a male human. He is from the First Nations and born in Seattle. His role is the fearless leader because his archetype is the fixer. And his personality, like this is not set in stone, but to give you an idea of it, is all of the Harrison Ford movies. So there's this one. So the fixer, one of the things I've done here is there are contacts. And I've left that blank so that when it's like, oh, I wish I knew somebody who dealt in magical items.
I know a guy.
Then
I know
you
a
can,
guy.
you know a guy, and you write it down.
It's a great mechanic.
And Gramercy Riff actually knows friends in high places. You can only put 7 points into your contact, and I'll explain that when you guys decide to do that. But he also has friends in high places where he has to spend 8 or more for a contact with a special like pool. So Yeah, he's the guy who knows a guy to get something done. Like if you need a hacker, if you need a busboy, whatever, he's a guy who knows. Next up is Ripperjack. Ripperjack is a male human. He's also of the First Nations from the Sioux Nation. His role is epic badass. His archetype is street samurai. Emphasis on the samurai. And the street bit. Okay, emphasis on them both. Damn it. When everything is emphasized, nothing is emphasized, isn't it? Fuck. Street samurai! Does that make sense?
Yes.
And his personality is Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, and Clint Eastwood had a baby. Go.
Nice.
So he's probably got a mullet. He's got 2 cyber arms. He's got a katana. He has all of the things that in the 80s were super fucking badass. He's got a trench coat and a submachine gun,
But
and
with
yeah.
the sleeves ripped off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know,
It's like a trench vest.
Blade is like totally copying him.
Oh,
No. Next is Moonshine. Moonshine is a female pixie who's Irish and from Tir na Nog. Right. So pixies are they're meta sapient. So they are about a foot tall with wings, look exactly like they think they do. Her role is breaking and entering, emphasis on the break part. Her archetype is a mystic adept burglar, and her personality is so punk rock that Gigi Allen was like, whoa there, maybe you should tone down the punk rock. So there you go. Now, I have 11, so we don't only have 4, because in this game, one of the things that I'm really trying to do is I don't want to give you the answer that you're supposed to do. There's a problem I give you, and you can figure out however you want, and this is a toolbox that you guys get to choose from to have the run that you guys want to do. This is a heist movie, right?
Cool.
You had me at mullet.
There's a high chance
MacGyver
this
fan.
will end my character, but if I've got 11 choices, I'm going to hear them all.
Yeah.
So next is normal.
Oh god, we don't have to actually read through all.
Yeah, I
11
do.
characters.
Hey, people create characters. That takes a long time. I'm just reading a motherfucking description.
That's fair.
Normal is a female she, is a free spirit. Her ethnicity is Fey. Her area of origin is the Feywild. Her role is keeping it weird. Her archetype is mage, and her personality is Sealy in the streets, unsealy in the sheets.
That's even more tempting.
Next
Please,
up.
keep speaking to my soul.
Next up is Brickbat. Brickbat is a female human. She's African American from Seattle. Her role is Optimus Prime. Her archetype is Spirit Rigger. She is a street shaman, and she can actually call vehicle spirits that you can all get into and ride. Her personality is enough's enough. The message is clear, and the message is we will do as you command. Just kidding. It's fuck off.
Yeah.
Next up is Feral. Feral is a female shifter, a lupine shifter.
You feeling called out?
Her ethnicity is wolf. Shifters are animals that can take human shape, not the other way around. Her area of origin is the woods somewhere. Her role is
Max,
you ain't
this
got
is
no
amazing
problem,
right
Jules.
now. Mac has the most amazing face right now.
Okay, her role is you ain't got no problem, Jules. I'm on them, motherfucker. Go back in there, chill them out, and wait for the wolf, who should be there directly. Archetype, bad motherfucker. Personality, well, imagine a wolf that looks like a human with an ancient beast spirit crammed into her noggin too, trying to human. That is how the feral do. Oh, and you can field strip a troll in less than 20 seconds. So that gives you some confidence at least. You are the baddest ass.
The thing is, you made these characters before you knew Mac was in the game, right?
Indeed, I did.
Mine.
So next up is Jetcat. Jetcat is a female orc, but really is a dryad who's gotten herself changed into an orc. She's an orc poser. Her ethnicity is Heinz 57. She's Doing a little bit of everything. Her area of origin is San Francisco. Her role is the bullet dancer. Her archetype is intruder adept, and her personality is gives no fucks. Wait, gives no metaphorical fucks. Literal fucks are given relatively liberally, but she really does give no metaphorical fucks about what people think of her passing out literal fucks like a Vegas blackjack dealer that did a really big rail right before a shift. Savvy chummer? Mm-hmm. Next up is Charybdis. Charybdis is a female vampire from Europe. Her area of origin is Prague. Her role is Mistress of the Dark. Her archetype is a vampire vamp. And her personality is mysterious and seductive. You know, like a vampire. Next up is Bulletproof. Bulletproof is a male dwarf. He's Caucasian from Baton Rouge. His role is Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
His archetype is combat medic. And his personality is wishes he saw more dead people. Bulletproof is a combat medic who has figured out that he can use combat drugs.
That sounds like a terrible combination, and therefore beautiful.
Right. Next up is Boagente. Boagente is a male human who is Afro-Brazilian from Salvador and Bahia in Amazonia. His role is pretty hate machine sans pretty. His archetype is combat mage, and his personality is, you know how sometimes big guys are called tiny? Boagente means like nice guy, or like without the nice what the infer that we have nice guy, just like somebody who's like really great that people like to be around. He is not that. And the last one is Marcus Brody. Marcus Brody is a gender fluid elf. They are Caucasian from London, England. Maybe. Their role is Brody's got friends in every village from here to Sudan. He speaks a dozen languages. He knows every local custom. He'll blend in, disappear. You'll never see him again. With any luck, he's already got the Grail by now.
Does anybody speak English? Perhaps ancient Greek.
His archetype is face, and his personality is he doesn't even look the same all the time, let alone act the same.
Nice.
So, you guys can go through those, and I can talk about Shadowrun some more to people who might not know it, so that we don't have any dead air.
Well,
Too good
actually,
a job.
Definitely pilling
or you
from
can
one
do
of
we
your
them.
thing.
have
Because you know what you're doing.
Yes.
we had another donation. Let me see if there's any more. We did
Fantastic.
have a donation from Tomer Gurantz.
Tomes.
Yay, Toms!
Yay!
We like Tomes.
Huzzah! Thank you. We appreciate it.
So, Tomes reminds me, because he does lots of like weird new games, one of the reasons I chose to do this edition of this specific game is it's still being produced now. There's a book that was just released, I think, like last month, but is very much a traditional game. This is not a game I've ever run or even, or this edition I've never run or never played in. But I want to get my feet wet back with that traditional sort of game.
Yeah.
To again just sort of kind of understand the weaknesses of it and the things that are good with it. The reason why people decide to keep doing this sort of thing.
I think we're almost at character decisions.
Yeah.
I'm
what
just
do you-
trying to figure out whether the party, whether our Shadowrun group should have a medic or a face.
Medic.
We're
is-
midnight to 4 a.m. Whatever sounds fun.
Yeah.
Medic.
Both of them sound fun to me.
Well,
So-
here's the thing. The choices you guys make are going to determine the run that you have.
Right.
So you already have a street samurai. And one of the
I
things
stopped. I switched out.
Oh, okay.
Because we had a badass wolf. So
Right. One of the cool things about that Street Samurai is you have very high edge, and edge you can spend with points, much like the void points. But the more edge you have, the better off you are.
Okay.
And so he can actually spend edge to like suddenly be really good at just about anything he can actually make a roll on. So he does have a lot more flexibility than you would otherwise assume.
okay.
I'm thinking I actually am going to go with Marcus Brody.
Okay. So,
Yes.
Marcus Brody is a physical adept.
Yes, that's
right.
the only the only type of character I've ever played in Shadowrun was a physical adept.
Okay.
But I'm not. That's not why I picked him.
Fair enough.
It's just sort of I happen to remember that as well from. I think I've played in 3rd edition. Might have been 4th.
Did
I
you
still
have
don't-
a pool of dice that you could use for rolls you wanted, or was it stat plus skill?
It was 14 years ago. I think it was stat plus skill.
That's 4th edition.
Okay. If it was, I guess it was relatively new at the time.
I love the FOSSA system, and I would love to actually put that back into it. The trouble is, so much in this game is built around having these massively huge dice pools all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That you have to just redo the entire system, and there's already over 5,000 pages of system written for this thing.
Yeah, really.
And I don't want to do that. So we're doing stat plus skill.
Yeah.
What did you choose, Kimmy?
I ended up picking the Nosferatu vampire,
Excellent.
so that'll be awesome.
So one of the things that she can do, aside from having a fashion spell,
Yes.
which can change any can change
She's
the
a
color.
cosplayer!
She's a cosplayer, exactly, and she actually has an interest in fashion and all of that for her skills, or for knowledge skills.
Okay.
But the other thing that she has is influence, which is a power, not a spell. So you don't have to do all the spell stuff. You don't have to. When you cast a spell, you have to resist drain. But if somebody is under influence, the number of hits you get for that influence, they get a negative anytime you try and of that many dice.
Cool.
Whenever you try and influence them with your social skills. So she is very, 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 very good at social manipulation.
Ah.
You laugh at my stereotypes.
I know.
Yeah.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah. And she's got a spell called Fling, where she can throw a stapler through a tank.
Yeah.
It's
Stapler the tank. That's amazing.
ridiculously powerful with vampires because of their high essence and high, which means they have a high magic. And they can spend essence to get more magic, which lends to more power, and just ridiculous.
I'm going to need you to run me of a lot of that in a few minutes.
I am going to do that. There's a reason why there's so many pages. There are between 10 and 14 pages for each of these character sheets because there's so many rules you have to know that I have actually copy-pasted all the rules from the book so everybody knows.
'Cause you're
this
awesome.
This is a time-consuming
Yeah.
Because you are prepared.
process.
So
But I
I'm
want
gonna-
you guys to not have to be able to, like, prepare and make decisions.
So I'm
I
going-
love that. Sorry. I love
So-
that of all the GMs tonight, you have made the most complete character sheets.
I am super prepared for this, except that I haven't figured out the game at all.
Right,
but I'm super ready for all the character sheets.
Sorry.
So I say I want to do something, and then you tell me how many dice to pick up.
Actually, on your skills, if you go to your skill sheet, you have a thing in brackets. That is your dice pool. So you roll that many dice.
So there are things I can do where I get 0 dice.
Well, you get to roll that, and you count up your hits, and
Oh,
then
good.
you don't do it.
Get 3 of them. That's going to be a brilliant idea.
Awesome.
So there are skills here that you can't even roll like
If you
just
there
a
are
basic
some
stat. a
there are
basic
some
attribute.
that you are untrained where you can't use your stat -1. So and those are marked with a 0 on there. There are some people like Farrell who grew up in the woods and is uneducated. Any
There-
technical skill that she does not have, she has no idea and cannot roll any dice.
Gotcha. Okay.
As opposed
Great
to
on Moon.
well, you
Damn it, Moon.
you
I'm calling
haven't
you
been
that for the
around
rest of the
computers
game.
that much. Actually, you're also computer illiterate, so that's also exciting.
Yay!
Because yeah. Oh, and everybody has comlinks, and comlinks are cell phones. There are also cyberdecks, and cyberdecks are tricked out computers that kind of look like a keytar. None of you have that, so you don't have to worry about it. If you need a decker for something, you can find one.
All right.
I know a guy.
Yeah, you probably do know a guy.
Well, I mean, I've got friends in every village from here to the Sudan.
Well, do you? Do you though?
Well,
Do you speak a dozen languages?
I'm just going to give the disclaimer now that I'm not doing an accent, because if I try, it will end up a bad Italian accent that sounds vaguely Russian. So we're going to skip the Irish accent.
Okay, fair enough. I kind of I don't expect anybody to do Portuguese or Irish or anything like that. Because it can get horrible.
I will probably.
I can do 2 accents, and none of them I can actually really do.
Actually, the other accent I can do is Valley Girl, and nobody wants that either.
Oh, please no.
Hard
Please
pass.
no. Oh, so moonshine
Fucking
is
fantastic.
also an alcoholic.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
decided that, I'm just going to live the stereotype.
Bitchin'. Awesome. She also has a bad rep for being drunk on the job.
Ironic, considering you're the only person here who doesn't drink.
But she's Irish, so that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's fucking
Perfect.
stereotype.
So are you,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Sorry
we
for
go.
any Irish people. I didn't really want to go for the stereotype, but
As someone who plays like a drunk Irish person in a game currently, it's hard not to like lean into it a little.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta lean into it.
Especially because you can actually sit and drink whiskey while you're playing.
Oh, yeah.
So as a player, it's like I'm in character.
I play
I'm
drunk
method
Scott.
acting.
We're drinking fine Irish whiskey at the
There you
table,
go.
by the way. Please sponsor us.
I don't know how fine it is, but
I don't know. It's fine if they're going to sponsor
yeah,
us.
That would be fine.
it's fine if it's here
We're fine with that.
and open.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The okayest
Just
whiskey
like-
at the table.
It's fine, just like you.
Aww.
Blech.
Blah.
Yeah.
This is when Kimmy punches me.
No, it's fine.
Yay! That's why we're friends.
Yes.
Okay, let me. I'm going to bring at least one book. There you go. So feel free to peruse a bit before I start. I'm going to do it since nobody chose Gramercy Riff. I'm going to do just a little bit of preamble of him in doing his thing, and then you guys will get to interact
I
with
am
him.
ready to make poor life choices.
Yes.
That's your
In and
standard.
out of game.
Mm-hmm.
Bad idea is best idea.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Oh, this is going to be a great game.
I knew these two would get along well. I
so
was a
good.
little afraid of it, but you know.
Look, I'm drinking out of a frickin' jam jar with whiskey.
And her
in
name
it,
is
so
Moonshine.
It's all good.
No, my character's name is Moonshine.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Be accurate.
I've been a moonshiner for many a year. I've spent all my money on whiskey and
beer.
Singing is also a thing that will not happen unless I decide I hate you all.
Yay! Hate!
Or I get that
Suffering.
sleep deprived.
Hate is exciting.
Yes.
But I think everybody at this table has a sense of pitch, so you would not appreciate me singing.
Okay. So, I do not have access to any of my notes.
It's so long. It
I-
attached to the thing.
It attaches and then it goes off. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
They're-
it's okay.
I'm excited. We're playing
I
Shadowrun
have-
and we already have technical difficulties.
I have a
Matrix isn't
relative
working.
idea of this game I wanted to run. So,
Fly by the seat of your pants.
well,
Do you want the character sheets back to write notes in the margins?
sure. Well, actually, one thing that I'm doing, so I'm hoping to actually do a series of one-shots of this.
Yes.
So characters that actually play, they get to have an advance. Like, I'm not going to keep track of karma or anything but they get a little better. And then somebody else might choose the same character. That character may die, or that character gets another advance. And you just kind of pass them around. If nobody chooses forever, I'll kill them and we move on. They're or you can just put them in the sad timeout bin.
Oh.
So,
Murder.
are there any questions people have before we start?
Do the thing.
No,
About
I'm
their
going to make
character.
Oh,
poor
that's gonna
choices
make
and
it-
then you'll tell me if I'm
can
able
we
to
can we
them.
do a quick roll call again?
Okay.
Just so that it refresh my memory.
I actually have no idea how to say my name. How do I say it? The vampire one?
Oh, Charybdis.
Charybdis.
Yeah, as in
Scylla.
Scylla and Charybdis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
got it. Very good.
You're a monster.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
you're a
All right.
whirlpool.
I guess we'll
Of
go
love.
around.
Yeah, so go.
I am Mac. I'm playing Feral. Shocking.
Yeah, go.
I'm Kimmy, and I'm playing Charybdis.
Yes, that's it.
Huzzah!
It took me a few tries. I'm on like my 8th try.
I'm Kurt, and I'm playing Marcus Brody.
So apparently you're the one who has
I have
the Irish
no idea
accent.
I have no idea where that accent came from. I didn't intend it.
It's okay. Marcus Brody has all the accents. You
Exactly.
Keep changing
I'm going to
them.
be switching them regularly.
Oh dear, he's going to go to the Welsh one again.
No, I'm staying away from the Welsh one.
Oh, good.
That was a mistake.
And I'm Mary, and I'm playing Moonshine, and pronouns are real, and there's she and her. Damn it, I'm going to remember that.
Damn it.
My pronouns will change more often than my accent.
This is probably very true because they're gender fluid.
Yes.
And actually, considering melanin control is one of the powers.
Which is also, you can change, you can
Can you turn
change how
purple?
you look. Yeah, you can turn purple, you can turn feckin' anything.
Change color of skin
He
and or
can
hair.
be the Rainbow Man.
You can
I'm
be-
excited.
Yeah, you can look like an elf, you can look like an orc.
Facial
Trolls
sculpt,
and yeah. So yeah, you can mold your face like Clayface.
I like it.
Um,
My favorite Batman villain.
So, now we are going to cut to in the sprawl, in the combat zone, where everything is dirty and gross. There's trash everywhere, there's graffiti everywhere, and a relatively conspicuous, perfect condition Rolls Royce slides through the combat zone. Now, the only reason anybody would be driving this thing through a place called the combat zone is because they do not give any fucks and they're more dangerous than anybody wants to deal with. It's actually the best way to get through untouched.
Everybody would know not to fuck with this.
Everybody knows not to fuck with that person. It probably is armored like a tank and shoots lasers out its eyes, for all they know. And pulls off to the side and picks up a relatively nondescript First Nation gentleman in a trench coat with like the high collar. Mr. Riff, the man in the very, very nice tailored suit, with a lapel pin that has actually been blacked over but not removed. I'm so glad you decided to meet me. I have a pressing matter I need your help with. And manila envelope is passed over. There's a crystal, very important crystal, that is in a laboratory that is run by Ares Macrotech. And this laboratory is part of a A-rated megacorp. However, we have learned that since its creation this morning, it is going to be moved to corporate headquarters, the AAA headquarters. They have not increased any sort of security at their place because that would be a tip-off that something important has happened. We need that crystal and all of the data pertaining to it. We know that they're actually going to move the physical node with it instead of transfer anything by electronic magic. He doesn't say that.
But now we understand what that meant.
Yes. It must not, under any circumstances, get to Ares. When you get it, there's a dead drop in your envelope. Bring it there, and and you receive your payment. And a card is passed over to him. I think you will find that that is very generous for this kind of, what do you call it, smash and grab, if that's what you do. I don't care how you do it. I don't care when you do it. But it must be done before whatever vehicle makes it to Ares. And the negotiations happen, and back and forth, and a little bit talking more. And after maybe half an hour of driving around in a completely different part of Seattle, Gramercy Riff is deposited outside the Rolls Royce. So, Farrell, where are you?
Probably just roaming the streets, probably irritated that I have to bother wearing pants or any other kind of clothing at all.
So you're not in wolf form, you are in human form.
Yes.
Okay. What
Just kind of taking things in.
Yeah. What are your clothes like?
Basically, whatever I could steal off the clotheslines. They're not very exciting.
Okay.
Because
Or they're
unfortunately, they don't really fit between both forms.
Well, so there are these things called go gangs, and go gangs are incredibly violent motorcycle gangs. And a series of 3 go gangers pass by you, and one of them peels off and turns back around and comes up to you. Hey there.
Not in the mood.
I bet you're not. Don't care. Gets off his bike, pulls out a pry bar.
Gonna care real soon.
I bet I will. Come on, girly. Do you want to hop on my bike?
Yeah, without you attached to it.
We'll see. We'll see how has anything attached to it.
Good luck.
I don't even need this thing. And he puts the crowbar back in there. Cracks his hands.
Arrogance and stupidity.
I'm not allowed to. I shouldn't eat them.
Or
Why?
should you?
Like, literally, why are you not allowed? There's no law here.
This is not Apocalypse. You don't, like,
Yeah.
acquire...
Yeah, but
You can do literally whatever you want.
trying to play the human thing for 5 seconds.
Okay, so
5
we're
seconds
now,
over.
I'm going to use this as a quick, let's see how combat works. It's going to be very quick.
He's about to be detached from something he
Yeah,
likes.
this poor bastard has chosen the wrong person
Poor bastard.
to try and roll.
Alright.
Okay, so combat starts with initiative. And so your initiative is listed on the beginning of your sheet. So you're going to roll the number of dice it says to and add the number it says. Kurt, if you could roll 1d6 for me and add 6 to it, tell me what it is.
So 7 plus 19.
10.
10.
26.
26. Okay, so how combat works here is there is a combat turn, and then there are combat movements or something like that. It's not a movement. It's
More of a gesture.
it's a gesture. There's a combat turn, and then there's initiative passes. Haha. So you act at your number, and when everybody has acted, everybody subtracts 10 from their initiative. If your initiative is still positive, you get to go again, starting from the top. And then the same thing happens. At the back of your sheet, there is, or at the last page, sorry, at the very last page, there is a series of things you can do for defense. I put that there because these are interrupt actions. It reduces your initiative by 5 or 10, and that lets you defend more, because getting hit sucks.
It's super smart to put them on the last page so it's easy to find. Well done.
I'm doing my
I
best.
appreciate that.
I thought you would.
Okay.
But everything else acts in turn, so then you guys can ask me. I just wanted to make sure you had that so that you knew you could interrupt when you want to. And there's also the edge spends, if you want to spend edge for things. Like you can spend an edge to automatically go first, no matter what your number is, or to roll 5 dice instead of whatever your numbers are.
How do we get edge back if we spend it?
By being awesome.
Excellent.
So if you make us laugh or like, whoa, that's cool, or whatever, then you get edge back.
All right.
I'll be sure not to spend too much.
And you can get edge for talking somebody into the ground. Like I like to be very liberal with my edge giving because I like to encourage people to be amazing.
Nice.
Okay, so at a 25?
26.
26. 26, you go first. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm just gonna bat him upside his head.
All right, so you're going to punch the ever-living shit out of him.
Yes.
So go to your unarmed combat, and in the brackets, whatever it is, you roll that number of dice.
So there's active skills, combat, unarmed combat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is part of the combat skills group of your active skills. Active skills are things that you do. Knowledge skills are things that you know.
Okay, so it says 7 and then 19.
Okay, so 19 is how many dice you roll. So roll 19 dice.
So you need more dice.
Oh my God.
This is why combat is limited in the games that I try and run. But when it happens, it's bad.
Okay.
10, 11, 12.
You are also the
13,
baddest ass.
14,
Oh, no.
15, 16, 17, 18.
I am going to set
19.
All right,
as
roll it.
Oh,
Anything
well,
that's
one
a
of them
5 or
is
better is a success.
these
All
are
right.
communal dice. People can use them if they need them.
Okay.
5 or better.
That's promising.
1,
Oh my God.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Not that one.
8, 9, 10. 10.
Okay, perfect. Now, this is a great example of limit. So if you can go to your first page and look at your physical limit.
Okay.
Sure.
See, so many things in this game. So many things,
Physical limit.
Physical limit.
right? And unarmed combat is capped by your physical limit. So you can only use that many successes is what your limit is.
7.
So you have 7 successes.
I'm apparently a marshmallow.
Wait. What is it?
No,
Does it
Oh,
really
I'm
say
a
7?
marshmallow.
It says 7-16.
16.
So
okay.
you can get 16 successes.
Oh, okay. Well, in my case.
So you can use all 10. So
Okay. This guy is
So,
gonna
Kurt,
be.
will you roll 3 dice for me?
I can do that.
Everybody gets a defense roll for this sort of thing.
I got a 4, a 1, and a 1.
Oh, that is a glitch.
Getting them
Glitches
out of
are
the way.
bad. Glitches are very bad.
For you.
I am going to say his glitch is that he gets punched in the throat.
Ooh.
Now,
It's going to hurt.
roll your damage. So your damage as in unarmed combat as a person, unlike as a wolf, is your strength in stun damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, you don't roll damage, it's a thing. So what is your strength is what? 12?
12.
Okay, so you do 12s plus 10 is 22s. Now, he gets to roll his body to try and resist. So many rolls. So let's roll. Kurt, will you roll 4 dice for me?
I am a
Roll 4 dice.
marshmallow.
And I'm a small marshmallow by comparison. One of those little, like...
She's the baddest ass. This is
Oh,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
5 or
that's-
better.
Yeah, 2 successes.
2 successes. So that is now reduced from a 22 to a 20. So he takes 20 stun damage.
Ouch.
So it fills up his stun because his stun monitor is, what is that, 4? That's 10. And then it goes and loops around to his physical. His physical is 10. Actually, his stun is 9. His physical is 10. And so that kills him.
Okay.
Now you can
You
eat
punch his throat, it goes through his spine, his head is back flipping around and goes over the the bike as the spurting blood body, whose heart hasn't figured out it needs to stop yet, falls back.
Yes.
I don't actually need the bike either, so I go over and just kick it over.
Nice.
Oh. Do you pick up the pry bar?
No, I don't need that either.
All right, just thought I'd ask.
Your comlink, which is the cheapest comlink possible,
Sure, I've destroyed so many comlinks.
goes off.
Yes.
It's a text, which still happens once in a while, and it's flashing.
Oh, I can't read these. These are hard.
Can't read these or can't read at all.
These are really difficult.
Oh, what's the name of the Barbie? Spagos.
Nice.
Spagos. Now. Gramercy riff.
But she
Okay,
can't read it.
I've seen
No.
the
She
letters
can-
before.
No. You can read.
I can read.
You're
just no-
uneducated,
Oh.
but you can read.
Okay, I can
Unless
read.
it says illiterate, which is
All
a
right.
different
Well,
thing.
it said uneducated. So.
Yeah. So you're uneducated. You just haven't been to school. But you can
Okay.
read.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
fine. I'm gonna head to Spagos.
It's the best name for a bar ever.
Yeah.
It's very fancy.
So nice.
So, Charybdis.
After party at
Charybdis, I love because she also is very fancy. She has a luxury lifestyle. Where are you? Are you doing anything fancy?
Sure. I think I mean, people still throw fancy parties. Someone owns a Rolls Royce.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You are invited to all of the fancy
Okay.
parties.
I am at one of the fancy parties. I'm wearing.
The only thing you need to be careful of, mages can see that you're a vampire.
Oh.
So we need to be careful of that, but people don't like mages looking at their aura at fancy parties.
Okay.
So if there's security, magical security, you might have to do something about that. But at this point, there was magical security before they looked at your aura. You started talking to them.
Okay.
They did whatever you want.
Excellent.
You're good.
Yeah, excellent. Fabulous. And I'm wearing the latest, lovely gown by the elf designer Christor.
Oh, yeah.
So very, very fancy, very low cut, but also in the back, but also just tasteful, but still kind of slutty. Just that perfect balance.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it goes all the way down, but there's just a very hint of butt crack, but there isn't because you're not
Yeah.
that kind of girl.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And it's,
And
it's just tailored perfectly.
Because
Like,
it's
so absolutely perfect.
absolutely perfectly.
Yeah,
If people would look at you and if she gained half a pound, she wouldn't fit in that dress.
Yeah.
That dress is made of paint.
Yeah. She literally.
No,
I
it's-
can't eat anything at the party.
It's
Which I
You
wouldn't do
probably.
you can't. It
They
turns out.
don't know that. I mean, I can eat something at the party, just know what's on the buffet table.
Are you interested in that? Are you doing that?
If there is already magical security, probably not. I'm probably
Okay.
just enjoying the party
Excellent.
and carrying around the little drink, socially, not drinking it. But
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
You were talking to a gentleman who is very sure of himself.
Oh, good. I love those.
Kill him.
Are you sure you don't need
I
to
know. I'm like, what about the buffet again?
Well, I'm going down to the Caribbean next week. I don't know if you care for water or not. He grins, but I would love to see you in a bikini.
I'm sure you would. This would be so lovely for you. But, I'm very careful about being in the sunlight with my delicate skin.
Oh, I can tell. It looks like, I can't even tell what age you are. Not that I would care with such a beauty as you.
Of course not. Look at you. Aren't you smooth and such a charmer?
That's what they say.
Oh, I'm sure they say that.
Right then, comlink goes off.
Okay.
Now, Gramercy Rift knows that you can use a comlink. So, would you be wearing contacts or glasses here for that sort of thing, or are you not using anything with an image link because you don't care about augmented reality right now? augmented reality is often used at parties to make you look awesome because you can have people can look at you and your hair is rad or you have a different dress on or something. But those are also for people who can't afford dresses.
Yeah, can I hear? I can hear for a comlink. Can I just hear?
Oh yeah, you can have.
Okay, so I have like fancy earrings that
Text the
also
talk.
like double
Perfect.
as my comlink. But I very specifically do not wear the glasses because I look so amazing. I don't need that shit, and I
Well-
want everyone to know that.
Will you write that down? That you have earrings that work as earbuds for your comlink?
Yeah.
So a comlink is like a cell phone, and it can be in your purse or something, or you can have something tailored so it's a bracelet. So you can actually have a bracelet comlink or
Okay.
something like that if you want.
Apple
If you decide something you want, write it down. Otherwise, you just have a standard comlink.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Bracelets cool.
Oh, I forgot. Everybody should, real quick, roll for your cash.
Oh yeah.
Based on your lifestyle, everybody gets cash, and you're gonna, and we're just gonna roll that every time because I'm not gonna worry about cash rolling over. And this is the
that's not where
cash
you
you
need to go.
have.
You need to go
Like you would have to liquidate,
So
you'd have to
almost
sell
last page.
shit in order to have more cash.
Yes, but
Okay.
I have a negative.
So I'm sorry. What do we roll?
That means
You
somebody's
roll-
hunting
it is
you
in the
down
very
for what
back.
little
oh,
you
okay.
have.
Just before the defensive.
Right under
Okay.
lifestyle,
Okay.
I believe yours is 66 times 1,000
Yes. I like that.
because you're fancy as
I'm
fuck.
so fancy.
I'm so fancy.
Pencil.
Yeah.
You don't
Uh,
know.
Feral has a disadvantage called Hobo with a Shotgun.
Nice.
One of my favorite disadvantage names because it scans with mirror in the bathroom.
I get
Uh,
D6 times 20, y'all.
Yeah, but it also means that Feral is uncomfortable in anything except for being on the street. Did you roll a what is that?
2.
Yes. So what is that? $40 you have to your name?
Yeah.
Nice.
I
That's-
should have looted that guy.
You didn't want his cred stick anyway, because you'd have to plug
I
it
didn't
into
want
something.
any of his sticks.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, I should say, okay, money isn't by bills or anything like that. They're cred stick, which are basically like debit cards that have a specific amount that you can use, and then they're emptied, and then you can fill them up again.
Nice.
And so unsecured debit cards are one that are not attached to a system identification number. So that's the ones that you guys have. Unless you have a fake SIN, which everybody should have, except for you, Feral. I don't think you have a fake SIN.
No, but speaking of cash, we have another donation.
Yay!
And
What a
I
wonderful
think
segue.
it actually pushes us over our halfway mark, so thank you, David R. Vignola.
Fuck yeah!
Yay, you're amazing. Thank you.
One thing that is really great about a traditional system is it really crafts who you are as a character. In a more story game, you can use the same stats for really anything. But in this one, because it's so specific and so many dice to roll,
Yeah.
it gets really, I mean, you really get a feel for the character from the stats as well as whatever personality you like to do. So we all have a cash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Such that it is.
Yeah.
So,
I have a quick question on the cash thing because there's a negative on my particular character that I thought might
what's
He
that?
has in debt.
factor in. I have a negative of in debt.
So, in debt means you owe somebody a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
So-
And that person or group or whomever may come in to ask a favor of you or
Right,
something
gotcha.
because you owe
Okay.
them a lot of money. There is stuff for like paying it off, etc. But since I'm not worrying too much about accrued
That's
cash,
more of a long-term kind of thing.
yeah. And as the character goes, as people play it, that in debt might end up going away.
It's the line that I think it was Paula Poundstone said, if I was in debt $10,000, I might be worried, but I'm in debt $1 million, I'm not worried.
Right. Right. But
Not
also,
worried about ever paying that off.
you might be in debt to the mob,
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
and the mob does care, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
will break your
Yeah.
legs or kill everybody you know,
yeah.
or the yakuza or the triads or
Yeah, well, whatever mob
the
is, yeah.
Russian mafia.
The
They're called
Bratva-
something else.
Bratva,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're all here, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
As are the Polish mob and the Greek mob and Murder Incorporated and whatever else.
Yes.
All the mobs.
Exactly. All of the families. Okay.
So you actually get a musical message that
Oh.
I am not going to try and sing.
Aww.
No.
Here.
It's going to be silly.
Do it!
Do it! I love that that was what you said to try and convince me you shouldn't do it.
Right. It's like
Okay, it's probably him fucking with you. So, you should go to the Spagos. Do do do. You should go to the Spagos. Do 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 do. This is Gramercy, and you are needed. You're gonna make a lot of cash. Hey, hey.
Excellent.
That is what you get.
Yay!
you've been off stage too long, sir.
You get an edge tappy.
Okay, Marcus Brody, you could be anywhere.
I'm at the same party.
Okay, fair enough. What are you doing at this party?
I'm one of
Please
the.
tell me you're the gentleman who's talking to
No,
you.
no. But I did see that because I'm one of the waiters.
Ah.
Okay.
I'm casing.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm a. I'm.
I should have made you do that.
What?
Nothing. Go. You're casing the joint.
I'm casing the whole place, and currently I'm appearing as one of the waiters, and after having seen the interaction between her and the gentleman, do I know her, by the way? From anything
Oh yeah,
she's-
no,
Oh,
you do
I
know her.
know
You all
Okay.
know each other. You've all been to Spagos. You know each other.
Gotcha,
You've been
okay.
on runs with each other.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah. You
After having seen her interaction with the gentleman, I pull a little vial of eye drops out of my pocket and squeeze it into one of the glasses and hand that to the gentleman.
Okay. Very, very good. He goes, thank you very much.
Not you.
Are you poisoning my dinner?
No, no. It's just going to give him the diarrhea.
Also, at this point, if they're eye drops, you're making him drink tears of male pain.
I mean, yeah. But it's just, here do I say? Or, on the tray. And I'm mostly what I'm looking for is the people who are most deserving and also most drunk. And when I say most deserving, I do mean most deserving of being liberated from their excess credits.
Oh, okay. You are going to fucking pickpocket.
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Absolutely, I am. Yes, because I saw that I had that on my
Oh yeah, no,
sheet.
you're a good pickpocket too. Let me see.
It was on here somewhere. I saw it. I did.
It is in physical active skills,
Physical active skills.
and it should
Palming?
be
No.
no. That's it. Palming.
Palming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 16 dice in that, so
Yes.
that's not horrible.
Yeah. No, you're really good at that.
So, but like I said, I am looking for the right target.
There's a guy who looks almost exactly like Colonel Sanders,
Excellent.
except he is swearing a lot, very loudly. People are trying to get away
the colonel
from him.
didn't swear?
No.
Eat my fucking chicken!
Exactly.
Like, ha 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 ha! Fuck you! Fuck this! Ha 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 ha! Oh, you don't think that they can do anything here? Oh my god! Ha 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 ha!
I-
And he like hits a waiter like between the shoulder blades, and that guy goes falling forward, and like, what? You can't even stay up?
I'm picturing it something between Colonel Sanders and Uncle Enzo. Yeah, he's.
How are you doing this? Let's first go around. He hits the guy, he falls down, he's standing over him, he's laughing, he's trying to talk to other people who are edging away from him. What's your vector?
I'm one of the other waiters, so I will go and help my compatriot up back onto his feet, and in doing so, I pull him a little too hard, and he jostles back into the colonel, and I'm like, whoa, then I'll
Right.
so, try to push them back. It's like, no, we don't want any trouble between. And so now I've got a hand on each of them.
Right. Which gives you opportunity for lift.
Exactly,
All right,
right.
go for it.
I don't think I've ever been able to roll this many dice ever. Well, that's not pleasant.
Ooh.
That's not.
That is
How many
below
ones
average.
are there?
There's only two
Okay,
ones,
good. That's fine.
Yeah.
but only 3 successes.
Okay.
A lot of 4s and 3s.
Mac, will you roll 7 dice for me?
Yes.
Do not roll higher than 3.
I have higher than 3, only 2 successes.
No.
Or 3 or higher.
It's 3. It's 5 plus. Count the number of dice that roll a 5
2
plus.
successes.
2.
Ah.
I'm close. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
you're
realized it
close.
was a sloppy lift. I
Yeah.
realized it was a sloppy lift. I did it with my left hand.
But you do get a crit stick.
Okay.
Just you can make a note of that and talk to me later about it if you want.
Okay. By the way.
So there's an arrow. Wait, are you wearing any sort of augmented reality stuff? Glasses, contacts?
No, because I'm here as the help, and we're supposed to blend into the background. So actually, I might actually be wearing whatever they gave their help to help them blend into the background, so that
Okay.
it became less visible.
The help would have some sort of augmented reality
That's what I'm
device
saying. I would have the
because
same thing.
they need people to call them without saying anything, or they need to get.
Then I would have that.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that
so
was
you-
provided by whoever is
You'd
providing
have,
the help.
you'd have contacts so that people don't
Yeah.
know. And you see, after you pull the lift, actually right as you do it, and this is what distracts you, an arrow, like not ARO, but
Yes.
like the thing that shoots out of a bow,
Yes, I got that.
shows up in your field of view, but it's pointing almost behind you.
Okay, so it's like a 3D arrow.
Yeah, it's a
pointing
3D arrow pointing like
Gotcha.
right behind you, but a little bit to the left.
Okay, I sort of blink and help make sure that this is taken care of, meaning that they're separated and he's separated from his money, and I'll sort of I'll take care of him, and I'll sort of just give the other waiter a tap saying, "Get out of here," and then I'll turn around and look where the arrow is pointing.
The arrow points at Charybdis. And above her it says, "Follow her," and underneath, Gramercy.
You're welcome. I guess this is all I'm getting tonight. As I'm heading out through the kitchens and handing off platter, taking off the jacket. By the time I'm out of the kitchens and into the hallway to see Charybdis leave, I look completely different.
Awesome. What do you look like?
Just because it's easy. Thank you. Just because it's easy and it came to mind, I look like Peter Mensa.
Okay. Is that a form that you usually hang out with people at Spagos?
Not at Spagos,
Okay.
but and I also wearing I don't know. Does my clothing change with my?
No.
No. Okay.
No. You need
All right.
to change clothes.
Okay. All right. Then
It's one of the reasons why hanging out with somebody who has a fashion spell
yes.
is really useful.
Yes. Right. This is why. But she would recognize this form, though.
She would.
She would recognize this. I don't wear this form at Spagos, but she would recognize this form.
Okay. Because on
work?
a run you guys have done before. So.
Yes, exactly right.
Okay.
So yeah, I look like Peter Mensa, and I approach you in the hallway as you're leaving the party. Did you get your fill?
Yes. What do you need?
I'm supposed to follow you.
Fine.
Well, I figured I'd tell you so that you didn't think some stranger was just creeping on you again.
Well, that always happens. It's the normal state of things.
Yes, well, it's just not my way.
Of course. Well,
Shall we?
indeed. We should probably... Oh, yes. It's a shame we got the call so early in the evening.
Indeed.
Oh, but yes. Let
We
us...
wouldn't want to keep him waiting.
Anticipation is so delicious, though.
It is. It can be. It's true.
But yes, you're right. We'll get paid sooner, I suppose.
Yes.
We go.
How'd you get there?
That's a great question.
You have lots and lots of
I
money.
have lots of money. I call an Uber. No.
There are several corporations like Uber that specialize in different levels of stuff.
Okay.
So there is an Uber you can call for a Bentley to show up.
Called a taxi cab. I mean,
A Bentley that has a machine gun on top that's armored.
That's what I'd like.
You got it.
Yes, please.
All right.
Yes, and...
yes, please, with a Gatling on top.
Yeah.
Clip off 200, just because.
Okay.
Spare no expense.
Yes, kind of expense.
You spent more than some people have in a month
It's more than
on
I
a
got-
car.
It's more than I got off the Colonel.
Yeah.
You get that in a month?
Excellent. And you're on your way to Spago.
Also change into something a little bit more appropriate for whatever we're going to have to do.
Absolutely. So fashion doesn't change the fabric.
Right.
But if you change into something larger, you need extra fabric. You can also switch to something smaller, and then you have random ass like bolt of fabric left over. Not an entire bolt, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. I feel like it was like super tight fitting, but like went down and then like flowed and was like you know.
Like that Morticia
Yeah,
train.
a little bit, but not quite like that. Like, oh my god, I can't walk. But so it's now morphed into like basically like a pretty tight like cat suit, but it's more like functional and I can move around in it and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like that mystery Marvel fabric that looks like it's supposed to be armor, but somehow contours to every like
Yeah.
little thing in your body.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, it's not quite paint.
It's somewhere between spandex and
You're
paint.
like, it looks like it should be Kevlar, but I'm pretty sure that that's
does it
spandex
curve-
with like rubber painted on
How
it.
does it
Right.
curve under like that?
Yeah. CGI.
Yeah, but yours does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Moonshine. Where are you?
What kind of bar is Spago's?
It is a upscale dive bar. So it is a dive bar full of crusty ass people, all of whom are horribly beweaponed, most of whom wish to be Shadowrunners like you guys, but they're not nearly up to scratch.
In other words, they're my fanboys.
Yes, absolutely. And in fact, they think you're fecking badass.
And they buy me free drinks.
It is very likely they do, probably because they're scared of you, but also because they want to do a run with you. Like this is a Shadowrunners bar.
All right. Free drinks. That's where I am.
All right, free drinks. Let's see if you're drunk. Why don't you roll?
Roll to see if I'm getting drunk.
There are any girls there?
Let's roll a body plus willpower.
Body plus will?
Yeah,
Okay.
and just roll more than 2 successes. Or roll 2 successes or more.
Oh. I'm definitely sober.
Oh no! You are right at the edge of where you want to be.
Oh, okay, because I have 6 successes, unless one's taken.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
one subtract?
No. No, ones don't subtract. The thing is, if you have more ones than half of your pool,
Okay.
you glitch.
Okay, yeah. Oh, so with 6 successes, I am like there.
You are right in that wave. You know exactly what you want. Somebody wants to buy you a drink. You say "feck off" until you are ready for the exact drink you know you want.
So it's come back in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Or tell the bartender what you want, or what I want, and then not to pour it until I say yes. So you already paid for it. Can't leave. Okay. So.
In that case, wait. Fuck it. Whoever has bought me the drink I am currently consuming has the privilege of hearing a very wild tale of something I did in Dublin.
Okay. They're super excited because that's Tir na Nog,
Yeah.
and nobody goes in there except for elves and pixies and dragons.
So I'm telling them an amazing tale of this time I did a run with 2 dragons as my backup, of course.
So I'm going to give you a little backstory here. One thing I didn't mention are dragons. So.
Well, now they're my backup.
one of the adages of the Shadowrunners is never deal with a dragon. You have people are fucking like holy shit. There are like I don't know like 7 or 8 great dragons about. Like one of them like owns a mega corporation. Like just not lock stock and barrel, but like has like more than 51%. Like they are the movers and shakers of this world as compared to they're like on the same level as AAA corporations.
They're like ancient Mai in the Dresden, right?
What do you mean, dragons?
Never mind. Yeah.
Dragon. Oh, they're just stupid powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm not changing my story.
Oh no, they believe you. It's Tir na Nog.
It was a young dragon.
Yeah. So behind you, you feel a presence. 2 dragons, huh?
I do the thing where you just tilt your head backwards to look.
Oh, well, you can fly.
I know.
So if you want, you can just flip around.
That'd be awesome.
All right. It's Gramercy Riff.
Well, I didn't think they'd believe me if I was honest and said 3.
This is why I like you, Moonshine. And he turns in and looks at the people listening to you. It's like, she's just being modest. But I need to talk to her for a sec. And they're like wide-eyed because this is Mr. Gramercy Riff. Like, he's also the fixer of Spagos. Like, why don't we take one of the back booths? So the back booths are actually like in the back, sealed away, like white noise generator, like super secure.
So at this point, I'm picturing a pixie flying back there with a glass of alcohol that's at least half the size she is.
If you want, yeah, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'm not leaving it behind.
Right. What are you wearing? Are you packing heat? Oh, wait, no, you don't have any weapons. I didn't put any
I don't
down
think I have any
there.
weapons.
If you want weapons, you can have one.
I'm apparently very capable of using them. 7 dice doesn't seem like a bad thing.
Yeah. So,
But no, I don't think I need...
if you want a pistol or a knife or something like that, just let me know.
Um,
A pistol is kind of like a sniper rifle for you. Because you're 1 foot tall.
right. I mean, I'm looking at the... I have a lot of things listed under combat spells, so I kind of feel like loading myself down with a gun is not necessary.
Fair enough.
But I absolutely have a knife, except it's a sword because scale.
Right. Yeah.
And otherwise, what I am wearing is mostly leather covered with studs and extremely small, like made by other pixies probably, patches of band names that they have never fucking heard of, but are the best thing ever.
Fuck yeah. Punk rock.
Yes. And my mohawk is...
Yes.
My mohawk is currently black, but like the sides that are growing out, I haven't bothered to shave it in a little bit, so those are actually dyed in rainbow pattern.
Awesome.
because I am so fucking punk you can't tell me how to do my hair.
Nice.
And I'm not even going to bother to enumerate the number of piercings she has, just acknowledge they exist.
Fair enough. 14 piercings below the waist.
And I can still fly, because check out the muscles on these wings.
Well, you magically fly, and the wings propel you,
Okay.
but still,
Yeah.
muscles on those wings.
Yeah. My wings are totally buff.
You're like, I,
There might be piercings on my wings, too.
that's amazing. Yes.
Nice.
Please write that down. Piercings on my wings.
Jingles.
That's rad. I need to add that to what your gear is.
That's amazing.
Like, so I got to run for you.
Okay.
It's a B&E, like a smash and grab.
I'm pretty good at those. Helps if there's a couple of bigger people along.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I'm putting a crew together. They're going to be here soon. But you're the name I thought of first.
You say the sweetest things.
Well, you're the best. You know, I've yet to see a safe you can't crack. Yet to see a door you can't pick. Yet to see a thing you can't take. So, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. And right then, Feral. You walk into Spagos. Gramercy's not there, but the back is closed.
Yeah, no, the Titan probably can smell the trail.
Oh yeah, no, you know
person.
exactly where they are actually.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it, because what's your perception with smell?
Oh, it's on another sheet.
No, it's physical skills, perception.
Well, physical skills
Oh.
are
So,
still on
That
another
is some
sheet.
sort of transfer.
Perception is 14. Smell is 18.
Right. So yes, you smell Gramercy, and you know that he went into the back. You can actually even smell moonshine, even though she flies, because you can smell the booze.
So she smells moonshine on moonshine?
Yeah, they totally serve moonshine here. It's underground moonshine.
chocolate cherry moonshine.
Yeah. Chocolate cherry moonshine that the
Troll spit.
the trolls in the underground make.
Yep, directly to the back.
All right.
Plop my ass down.
So, door opens. Feral walks in. Feral. Yeah. High five.
No.
I just
Right.
salute you with my drink.
Last time I high-fived somebody, they lost the arm.
I don't know. I have faith in you. I think we can high five. But it's fine. It's fine. We're good here. We're good. I got a job for you.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, you weren't just texting me for no reason.
Yeah. Well, I needed some muscle. So, you two walk into Spagos.
I pause outside the front door. 'Cause I
Okay.
have to. This face doesn't go into Spagos, so
Okay. The
1 second, please.
the two trolls who are outside.
Well, I mean, not right outside the front door, right?
All right.
It's sort of before I get out of the car.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a. Hold on, let me put my face on. And it's,
So it's disturbing because like halfway through it's gross.
Okay.
I'm molding bone and.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like get out of the car while that's happening. I don't need to be. But
Yeah.
I'm still carrying my champagne flute from the party.
You are indeed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not
Hey.
drinking it, but I look amazing. With
Well, but still there are no if there were open container laws,
it. Yeah.
who would say
It's
who
an
would pull you
accessory.
over?
It's the latest accessory.
She's
Yeah.
also not the one driving, so.
Yeah.
If there were those laws, I wouldn't give a shit anyway.
Yeah, grid guide. So all cars have grid guide, and that's pretty much the only thing that doesn't stop there from being 24/7 complete accidents everywhere. Because there are no stoplights anymore.
Oh.
Because who's turning them on?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I get out of the car, I look like Lurch. And I don't mean the Addams Family. I mean your former bandmate.
Oh, okay.
So tall,
Yeah.
and I mean he's called Lurch because he kind of resembles Lurch, other than not being, yeah, kind of.
I look like Sean.
Laconic,
Yes.
I would call him.
Right. Exactly. But that's the face I wear in Spagos.
Okay.
It's not a Happy Jack's game unless there's a
A
Cameo by a
camo,
boggart.
a camo by a boggart wiper trick. Yes, exactly. And
Fair
we
enough.
have all three of them here, so.
Yeah,
So-
I walk in and I look around expectantly.
And
you get
the trolls outside the
Oh, yeah, they let
performance,
you in. They know you.
recognize me in
Oh,
this
yeah.
space, so yeah.
Yeah. They know you. You still get scanned because you might have had your face changed. Like
Ironic.
people get their faces surgically changed all the time. So you still get scanned. It doesn't matter if they scan you, you're getting in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I don't even think about it probably.
Right. They're probably so. How influence works is it works until whatever your influence does makes them do something they wouldn't normally do, and then they can make a willpower check to shake it off, and the whatever hits of that reduce your hits until there's nothing.
Got it.
There's nothing out of the ordinary of you walking in. So you probably had these guys under your influence for a long time, and you might bump it up once in a while if they start to get it down because you flaunt it a little or whatever to show off. But no. So
All right.
I let her make her entrance because I know it's important to her. And then and plus probably I'm being spammed. And
I love that he thinks he lets me do that. That's so cute.
I walk in and take a quick survey of the room to
right.
see. It's like probably over there.
You have an arrow.
Oh, that's
In
true.
your air
I know
that's showing
exactly
you
where
there.
I'm going. I don't even need to. I don't even need to. It's just
Yeah.
a beeline.
Yeah, it's
Walk in the door
and
and straight.
yeah. And Charybdis, you can actually see the last vestiges of Gramercy's essence.
Okay.
Just kind of by that doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna head that direction. And do I start seeing them?
Oh yeah, you get it and goes, "You're both here. Excellent. Come in, sit down." So, I got a gig. It's
Does
a
it
good
pay
one.
well?
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
But it's an interesting one. I don't have too much information about it. You guys are going to have to figure a lot of shit out. But what we're looking for is a crystal.
I like
Obviously, this isn't any normal crystal.
On
It's at
jewelry.
no, it's at a high energy lab.
Yeah.
And it's a high energy lab in a corporation subsidiary of Ares Macrotech.
How big is this thing? Because the last job you sent us on, or sent me on rather, you had no idea, and the thing wound up to be the size of a motorcycle, and we had brought.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not concerned about being able to lift it. I'm concerned about being able to hide it.
Well,
I wouldn't worry about it.
All right.
if you can't hide it, you have to figure something else out.
I
I don't
as
know
long
how
as we
big
can
it is.
prepare for it. Okay, great.
That's what you got to find out,
Okay.
right? You got to find out where it is in the lab. I don't know. It's locked down tight, but it has A-level security. So they haven't bumped anything up. It was made this morning. So someone figured it out and wants it. They want it and the data. The data's attached to it. I didn't ask what it means. But it's a node. They're moving the entire thing. They're prepping it to move. It's moving in 2 weeks. It's moving to Ares Macrotech labs, not the subsidiary. Once it gets to Ares, it's a AAA. Yeah.
It might as well be on the moon.
Or we need a bigger team.
For you, maybe.
Because, yeah, I think if we really needed to, we could crack it. But I don't want to. I don't want to have to crack
Why
it.
work that hard?
Easier now.
But the thing is once it gets there, the data's out. And so that's what our principal is looking to have along with the crystal. They're moving the entire node along with the crystal. I don't know if they're going to be in the same vehicle or not. We don't even know if they're going to what route they're going to take. We don't even know if they're going to fly or go by car. But what I do know is that it's there. I do know that we can get it. And I do know that you guys are up to the task.
Of course.
2 weeks, you said.
2 weeks.
Gives us a week to plan at most.
You can have as much time to plan as you want. Just make sure it doesn't get to that AAA facility. You know, when you do the run is up to you. I'm not going to handhold you guys.
And we appreciate the fact that you don't micromanage us.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Ends
Well,
badly.
maybe you dream.
What are the odds of us having competition for this thing?
I don't know. I don't know how this one who our principal found out, and I don't know if anyone found out. Our principal was not forthcoming with that information. I don't think they wanted to narrow it down who they are.
But he hasn't crossed you before, at least.
This one, no.
That's an improvement.
If he had crossed me, I wouldn't be talking to you.
Still, the number of things you don't know about this one is a little concerning.
Well, I mean, we always have to figure shit out. That's why I brought in you. Who else to figure stuff out? I mean, you and Charybdis can walk in pretty much anywhere, talk to anybody, and get whatever you want. We got a B&E specialist, and we got a muscle. I mean, it's the perfect team.
You are quite talented at putting teams together.
Well,
I do think that Moonshine has a point, though. We should probably assume that there is competition out there, and we should probably act quicker than a week.
Sooner rather than later, yes.
Yes, I usually like taking my time, but I think that we can't, unfortunately, enjoy ourselves as much with this one.
Let's just get it done.
I
Got somewhere to be.
just said that, I thought.
Perpetually. Literally anywhere else.
Gramsci shakes his head real quick because he was kind of just listening to Charybdis. Well, I mean, I got some specs on the place. I mean, it has entrances, it has guards. I mean, if you guys really want to know what's going on, I don't have blueprints. I should have blueprints, but our principal told me that everything was changed around a year ago.
Yes.
And area security has been very, very tight on this facility in the past 5 years.
All right, what do you have?
Well, what I have is I know where the labs are. I know where the labs are because I know where the power is. I know where the power is going to. And I have the power diagrams right here. I have the outside. It's a relatively squat facility. It's only 15 stories. And it's laid out in kind of a triangle.
Is that significant of anything other than bad architecture?
Ouch.
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe somebody really likes triangles. Maybe
I'm a
somebody
fan
saw
of
Gattaca.
triangles.
By the way, you guys probably haven't seen Gattaca.
Do we know anything about the staff who works there?
They're scientists. I don't have any names yet. You guys will probably have a better idea of that than me. Everything in that facility is locked away from the Matrix. We can't get into any nodes there.
So hiring a Decker would be pointless.
Unless you can get a data spike. You get a data spike to send that information out. You can at least browse it.
If we could get a data spike in there, we could get the thing out anyway.
Well, I hope you can get that thing out, and I
Well-
hope you can get a data spike in.
I'm good at getting things out.
I mean, leaving behind a data spike, it's always nice to leave a gift.
So, just as a point of order, a data spike is just a thing that you clap onto a cable.
Right.
Yeah.
But if we can get that close,
Well, you should be able to get into the door.
right.
Well, if there's scientists who work there, I do well with nerds.
Nerds, you say, they're pretty easy to mess with.
Yes, they are.
Can confirm.
I mean, not wrong.
Oh no, Gramercy totally said that. Yeah.
And so did Marcus. Not wrong.
But they could, if we're able to track down some of the staff members, we might be able to get more detailed information about the layout of the building.
What?
And perhaps even access.
What floor is the crystal on?
Right, I think you've got to speak up a little bit.
Oh. Sorry.
I can't hear you in my headphones. I don't know if that's...
That might help too. It's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just intense and quiet and...
There are labs through the 5th through 12th floor. It's a research facility, so I don't really know exactly what it is. I highly suggest you going through it. It's a, security's class A. So they have security down at the bottom. They might have people up at the top. They probably have a spider. A spider is somebody who plugs themselves into the building and can look through all of the cameras and maybe even like turrets and shit if they're there. But probably not much more than that. They might not even have a spider. I don't know.
Human personnel?
Why you gotta be racist?
I'm not.
It's Ares. They probably have just human personnel. I don't know how much they trust trolls and orcs
Why they gotta be racist?
because they're corporations. They're racist.
That's our advantage. We'll use their weakness as an advantage. Turn every weakness into a strength.
Yes, Marcus. Yes, we know.
Go yet?
Yes, you can go. I think you got the right idea. I think you all have the right idea. And I am going to go, and you guys can figure out what it is or how it is you're going to do this. Because I have a hot date with vodka. So bye.
Tell her hi for me.
Don't take too long. I hope to see you soon.
He leaves a card, and on the card is 120,000 times 4.
Nice. I'll take that.
But it's just like a card.
It's just a business card.
It's just a business card.
Yeah.
It's not a credit shit that has
Yeah.
400.
And on it says
credits on
Gramercy.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. It's just the price that he's offering for it. Gotcha. You realize he's making twice that.
It's still in writing.
True.
Still sounds like fun.
True.
So we need to know where we're going, and then we can break our way there.
I like that he knows where the power comes from, too.
It's kind of all he knows.
True.
That much is true.
Sounds like scouting is in order. Want to go top down while we go bottom up?
Never mind.
No, explain what?
It was a sexual joke.
Oh, I've heard about those.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
You're like, oh, I like that.
Oh, I get jokes.
Yeah, you're probably like 5 because you're a wolf.
Yeah.
So that's like 35 in human years.
Yeah, right.
Well, and that is totally not how wolves mate either. So it's totally different.
Yeah, but also can turn into a human.
Yeah, that's true.
Recently. Clothes. She's probably like pulling at everything she's wearing.
All right, so is this the plan? We have 2 people going from the bottom, 1 going from the top, and 1 person murdering?
Well,
Just kill them all.
Well, I want to track down some staff members that I
Yeah.
can like charm into hopefully getting us some information.
that was
and also,
exactly
like,
where I was.
yeah.
Feral can follow people when they leave because
Yeah.
you can smell them.
Whether you want to or not.
Mostly not.
So let's start with
Nerds.
Charybdis. Charybdis, what are you up to?
So we have the location of this building, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So
no.
I think
So also one of the things about Class A corporations is they are not extraterritorial. This is you cast territory, so they cannot have like hardcore military shit. They get to have like
Private security.
their own security. So
We should probably pause for
well,
where are we? In the,
no,
Okay.
we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna watch and just like make note of some of the people I see leaving. And then maybe with Farrell's help, like track them to like a hangout place
Nice.
because they're not going to be at Spago, but they'll be somewhere.
No, Spago is very
It's for
yeah.
It's us.
They're exclusive.
Yes, exactly.
You can't just walk into Spagos.
No,
Even like the
I mean,
lower tier
I
people.
can.
Yeah, you can.
We're
even-
regulars.
Even the lower tier people have done runs.
Yeah.
Like they're known Shadowrunners. They're just not as high tier as you guys.
Yes. So I'm gonna track them down to wherever they hang out,
Okay.
and suddenly appear there, looking fabulous.
Excellent. Are you doing this day or night? Because you can actually get rid of your allergies if with a spell, because you have a spell that alleviates your allergies, but you take -2 to your all rolls while you keep that up.
I'll probably wait till night. Not mostly because it's like the end of their workday. They're going out
Yeah.
and like relaxing at the end of the day, and just like I'm relaxing at the end of my day too.
Okay. You actually see people leave mostly in civvies, which is typically a business suit.
Okay.
If you are a corp wage slave, you put on a business suit as soon as you possibly can.
Okay.
There's one that sticks out to you, which is a woman probably in her mid-40s, and she is actually still wearing a lab coat.
That's the one I am paying attention to. Wait, can you tell me about what does she look like? Just
She actually looks very hale and hearty. She's got glasses. Her hair is just beginning to turn gray, and she stands on the side of the road for a while. Like a car, but a nice car, not like the type of cars that you would call, but a very nice car comes to pick her up.
okay. I am going to follow that car.
Okay.
I don't know how seductive I am. Am I seductive enough to have a car pull over for me?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, excellent.
All you have to do is look at somebody who's driving by and,
Okay.
and roll influence. Actually, roll influence, which
Okay.
is magic plus charisma.
Magic plus. Oh God, that's a lot of dice.
Well, while you count dice,
Extra
we have another donation.
Yay!
From Aviv Orr. Yay!
Yay, Aviv!
Thank you. I'm sorry. You said magic plus charisma.
Yes.
Yeah, those are communal.
If you get, I'd say if you get 4, you can actually stop somebody going by and they turn around immediately.
Oh God.
I
What's
think
a
she-
That's
success?
not bad.
4.
5s and 6s.
Oh.
Oh, what, 4s and?
No.
Four
It's
about-
5s and 6s. You need 4 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so also one of the cool things about influence is because there's no skill involved, there's no limit involved.
Okay.
So you just get straight 7 successes. Head whips around, flips a bitch
Nice.
before they even get out. Like he doesn't even have any control. Like his hands are moving before he even thinks about it. Right?
Nice.
It's like basically this is kind of like these aren't the droids you're looking for. So you're like turn around now and just
Okay. Excellent.
right. And so as that car is leaving, car pulls up. Door opens.
A different car.
A different car.
Okay.
The car that you called.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because there were just cars driving by. This guy might not even be a taxi.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Well, hello. It's so nice of you to stop. Follow that car, please.
You got it. No, he does.
Okay.
He just does.
I'm changing the music.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
And yeah, this is not a cab.
No, it's not at
This
all.
is some dude who is driving by,
Yeah.
pulled over, picked you up, and is following this
Yeah.
cab.
Yeah.
100%.
Cool.
So, you're following cab. Marcus. Oh, I hit. What are you doing?
I'm kind of surveying the same way she is, but watching for a different type of quarry.
Okay.
I'm looking for when someone on the security detail comes off shift.
I don't know if you really know if it's security detail or not unless you see somebody beforehand and then see them coming out,
Well-
which you would have to go into the building for.
Well, security detail probably has a particular look, whether that's a uniform or a...
You see a guy with a high and tight
Okay.
coming out.
I don't know what
Okay.
that is, but that's amazing.
It's the Marine haircut.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. That's disappointing, but okay.
Yeah, but...
I love you so much. You're so great.
yeah, not what you were hoping for.
Whatever.
So, yeah, look, seeing this leatherneck, that's the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Okay.
And I know that I can't take him out. There's no way I
Well, you can take him out to dinner.
Yeah,
you
I
just
can
have
take
to
him out
ask.
to dinner. Actually, yeah,
You could.
I probably could. So
I mean, you wouldn't be as good at it as I would be. But I can't say that. We're not actually together.
not
so.
actually sure on that point.
But that's in the back of your head.
Slight inferiority complex.
Hey, you're Marcus Brody. What do you want?
Seeing him, if I go in and see him, and I go in the most nondescript face that. You were saying I had to go into the building.
Oh
too.
yeah, so you going? Well, you can see a guy with a high and tight come out of the building if you're waiting outside.
Okay.
If you want to go into the building, you can see who the security detail is.
That's what I
Okay.
want to do. I want to go into the building using the kind of face that you immediately forget. Like it's
It's
the most
most
nondescript.
bland
Yeah, it's the
face.
most bland face. You see it, you forget it instantly, kind of.
Right. They look at you and then look away.
Thing. Exactly right. And so I just
What are you wearing?
It's
all very important.
No, it is. It absolutely is.
Happy checks.
No,
Nice.
coveralls.
Wearing coveralls.
Yeah, like just a
Right.
workman of some sort. Not
Right.
necessarily to work there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Then they are looking at you because you're a workman coming into their office.
And I stride straight up to the front desk.
Yeah, there's a front desk and a reception, and
Right. Exactly.
there's a dude there. Like, can I help you?
Yeah. Asshole forgot to change the spare.
Change what?
Blew out a tire. All right. I'm trying to get my truck back. Look. I just need to make a call.
You don't have a comm link.
I pull out a broken comlink. Like, just busted. Mine, maybe, if I had to.
Fair enough. If you didn't take you probably took a lot of time to put this together because it's nighttime. So, sure.
If I had to break my own.
Hold on, it was nighttime, so you probably had to break your own.
Okay, all right. I'll get another one. But
Yeah, you're gonna get
okay, yes, I'm a klutz. I understand that. But this, it's like falling to pieces in my hand because I smashed it under my boot heel. It's like, this is not going to do me any good. Can I just make a call?
roll con.
Roll.
Con.
Oh,
C-O-N.
con.
Like convince, but
Like
it's
convince.
con, like con man. Not a convention.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Roll a convention.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, under social, that would make sense.
Roll a convention.
I need to make a note not to do that.
Oh yeah, you're not very social.
No.
No. You like to punch things,
Yeah.
and you're
I'm
you're a
not very
pixie,
good-
so it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Unless you use the spell, and then they fly apart.
Wait, I think I'm sure to die.
Oh god.
I know. How can you tell, right? 6, 7, 8.
That's why I have to have all the dice that look different because I'm like, okay, there's three of those. Okay, got it. They all look the same.
You're all really good at what you do.
Absolutely.
Okay, no, that's the right number of dice.
Yay! Counting.
And I'm really bad at what I don't do.
Yeah, and you're really bad at what you don't do.
All right.
You need new dice.
Yeah, those dice don't like you.
You still succeeded, but
Yeah, you roll enough of them.
it doesn't matter how many
Yeah,
ones.
count
you
up
choose.
how many ones.
I am doing that. So number of ones equals 1/4 of the total dice pool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, nope. 2 times
And
plus
I got
5.
only 6 successes on 20 dice.
Okay. 6 successes. All
That's-
right.
that's about
Take
average.
those up. Will somebody else
Sure.
roll 4 dice?
All right.
Is that a
2, 1.
glitch?
Yes.
That's a glitch. All right. You've
Yay!
like absolutely. And my car broke down, last week, and nobody would help me.
Okay.
I mean, you know what? I can't have you use this phone because my supervisor might come by. Why don't we go into the back, and you can use the phone in the back room.
That's so nice of you. That's so nice. They say that nobody's nice to each other anymore. It's terrible, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There is a smile to his face that means he might think you're pretty cute.
I'm willing to work whatever.
All right.
And I will, as there's a door involved.
Yeah, there's a door involved.
I get a little.
He's going to take you
I get a
past
little too
security
close. I get a little
into
too
the back.
close
All
as
right.
he's opening the door.
Nice.
Yeah. He's very happy with how
and
things are going.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't even worry. Don't worry about it.
All
Open
right.
the door.
Okay.
And so it's an empty, like, office building. Like, maybe this is a place that is used for extra office work that they don't have. They're, like, temps and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he closes the door, and you hear a little, like, click as he locks it behind him.
Yeah.
Sure. Fine. So, that comlink?
Oh, no, I have it right here.
Oh, just I
We
actually,
use the desk ones in this
Oh, sure.
in this room,
Right.
But because I have a desk one over there, I can't use my own. So why don't you come over here? And he pulls up a second chair, close to that other one, and points to the chair for you to sit down, the one that is at the desk. He's like, and I'll set you up.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Very accommodating of you.
Yeah, I like to be accommodating. If you know what I mean. I guess no. And then he clicks. He turns on the comlink, and so it's like a built-in like desk comlink to make sure somebody doesn't walk away with it.
Okay.
It's probably slower than your comlink.
That's fine. It's all right. I'm calling the equivalent of at the tone. The time will be. And
Nobody's heard that for 100 years.
the point is, I'm going to start basically a very quick yelling into the phone of get your ass down here with a spare tire. He's like, fix a damn fucking truck. All right. Yeah, I'm at corner of blank and blank. God! Slam it down as best I can.
What's the matter?
They don't think they can get anybody out here for a while.
Is that so bad?
I mean, I did just get off the job. It's not like I was going to a job.
Well, then, I mean, we have a really awesome mess here. I can buy you dinner. I mean, you've had such a shitty day. I mean, we can go there. I mean, they won't even miss me. It's the middle of the night. Everybody's leaving.
You sure that's okay?
Oh, I'm positive.
I'll stand up in that way that, like, all of a sudden I'm that far away from his face.
Nice.
So,
He gets out of the way.
lead the way.
All right.
You're just doing the romantic comedy routine.
Yes.
Great. So.
Debbie, I think you might want to center yourself again.
Oh,
I don't know.
sorry. I'm
Camera only picks
lounging.
up so much.
Moonshine. What are you up to?
I am, because I am small,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly stealthy, unless I have stealthy
Oh, you
spells.
are. You're stealthy as fuck.
Do I have stealthy spells?
Yeah.
Okay, stealthy spells. Awesome.
Well, and also look at your stealth skill.
Sneaking.
Sneaking.
Sneaking?
It's under,
Is it
Under
physical?
skills physical.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am the pierced ninja.
You are the Pierce Ninja.
Quote, so far, yeah.
And also you have a physical adept ability, because you're a mystic adept,
Okay.
that gives you bonus dice for people trying to sense you magically.
Oh, cool. All right. That's awesome, because I am just going to essentially circle the building, see what's at ground level, because those are going to be the entrances easiest for the rest of the crew. Mm-hmm. And so once I know where the doors are, and whatever visible security there is on each door,
Right.
then I will actually go check the roof, because that would be the easier way to get in. A lot of the security does not assume you can fly in a stealthy manner.
Right. This is true.
And I will.
Yeah. You
Check
can
out.
actually, if you want,
Okay.
cast your invisibility spell or something like that.
I want to use my spell because it's a spell, and I haven't done that yet.
Sweet. And I can show you how spells work.
I'm excited about this. All
Yes.
right. Improved visibility.
Yes.
Okay.
So improved invisibility means that technological stuff also can't see you.
Oh, nice.
Okay, because normally invisibility is a mana spell, which means anything with a pulse basically can't see you, but cameras can. So, what we do here is you choose a force. And the force acts as the limit for the spell, which is how many successes you can use.
May it be with you.
And then you have, yes. And then there's a drain that you have to resist. And it says drain like F-1 or F-3 or something like that. And so you roll your, I believe, let me see yours. Yeah, you are willpower plus intuition is what yours is.
So willpower.
So first you roll to cast a spell,
Okay.
which is your spellcasting ability. So your spellcasting skill. So go to skills, magical, should be at the top.
Spellcasting 12.
Yeah, there you go. So you roll 12 dice,
Okay.
but first choosing the force of the spell. If the force is equal to or below your magic, any drain that happens is stun damage, which leaves very easily.
Okay.
If it's above your magic to your magic times 2, it is physical, which means like your body actually like withers and dies when you cast a spell. So that's called overcasting. So typically people don't want to overcast unless it's desperate measures.
Okay. I'm down with not being desperate. I still don't quite understand the force thing. Where am I picking it from?
You're just choosing a number from 1 to 6.
I choose 1.
Okay, so 1 means you only get to use 1 success when you roll your dice. It's your limit.
Oh, okay. I understand. Since I don't have the faintest clue how the numbers in the system work, what would be a reasonable number?
A reasonable number would be like 4 or 5. You should be able to do.
Okay.
Like 4 would probably be pretty good.
All right, I'll go with a 4. That sounds
It's
good.
reasonable, and your drain is what, force minus 1?
Yeah.
Then you have to roll like a whole bunch of dice trying to get 3 successes to resist the drain.
Okay.
So that's a
Okay.
good one. Is 4.
Okay, so I'm starting with my spellcasting ability,
Mm-hmm.
which is
12
all of
dice.
those. And I got that, and I only got 3 successes.
3 successes. There you go. Okay. So you get 3 successes. Now you roll against your drain.
Okay.
So your intuition or
Intuition.
plus your will.
Plus my will, which is even more dice.
Mm-hmm. Pixies are badasses as long as they're not punching anything.
Ooh.
2, 3. Okay, I have
Do you have more than 3?
I have 3 successes.
Then
but,
you're good.
No, there aren't that many ones.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, because he said it has to be like half ones for it
Yeah.
to fuck
Yeah.
you up.
Yeah.
So there's not that many.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're good.
All right.
You have invisibility with 3 successes.
Yeah.
What does your invisibility spell say?
Improved visibility makes the subject more difficult to detect by normal visual senses, including low light, thermographic, and other senses that rely on the visual spectrum. Completely tangible and detectable by other senses, so I shouldn't let people lick me. And my aura is still visible to astral perception.
Yes.
Anyone who might be in position to perceive me must first successfully resist the spell, and that's mechanic stuff you probably know how to do.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I wanted to know.
Simply make one spellcasting test and use this hit scored as threshold for anyone that resists at a later point.
Perfect. All right. Awesome.
Okay.
I know how that works now.
Okay.
So you are invisible as fuck.
Okay, and then if the spell is resisted, I can then make a sneaking test.
Rad.
So I'm still being super sneaky even with my spell on, just because I don't.
You are.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I do
Well, we'll worry about that sneaking test when.
when I do something stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So there are 3 doors
Okay.
on the bottom, 1 for each side, and there appears to be some sort of central column just based on how everything is put together. And there are 2 guards at each door. You don't know how many are available to be called, but there are 2 guards at each door for any shift. What else did you want to know?
Can I see in through windows, or do they have stupid reflective or whatever things so you can't really see in?
You're stupid reflective, but you do have astral perception.
Oh yeah, I do. I don't know what that means, but it sounded cool.
Astral perception means you can see people's auras. So, like people or magic or stuff like that, you can just kind of see.
Okay, so I find a place to, like, pick a side of the building to study for a little bit, hang out in a stealthy spot, top of a nearby building, whatever. Play gargoyle.
Do you have the Assensing skill?
The what skill?
Assensing should be top of your magical skills.
Yes.
What is it at?
It's an 8 in brackets.
Please roll 8 dice.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This was a 6. I'm sorry, I knocked it.
It was a 5.
It was? Oh,
It was a success. That was the point.
important part,
I
yes.
counted it as a success, so I have 5 successes.
You have 5 successes.
Yes.
Okay, on floor 8,
Uh-huh.
you can see a lot of magic happening. There are mana walls, or mana barriers up everywhere. There are detection spells being made. There are fuck tons of manipulation spells being made. It's almost like a large Hadron Collider of magic. It is on the side that you're on, and it's on the 8th floor.
Okay. Odds of this being the magical mystery land we need to smash and grab pretty high? Or at least that's going to be an interesting floor to fuck up.
Indeed.
Okay. Do I also have a better sense of the interior layout from where people are? Like, if I'm watching for a bit, can I kind of figure out, oh, there must be a door approximately there because none of the auras move through these other spaces? Kind of. It's like
Most people are going home.
Okay.
So you can kind of see that in the central column, there's elevators.
Okay.
But other than that, there's either people working late because they're wage slaves trying to, like, impress their corporate overlords, or they've gone home.
Or they're just on the shitty shift.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that
Like
there are...
cleaning staff.
Yeah, you can see that there are guards, or what seem to be guards, because they're standing around where all of the magic is happening.
Okay. Approximate number?
Probably 4 or 5. I mean, it's difficult to tell because there's so much magic happening. It's like trying to, like, count the people that are around a piece of magnesium that's burning.
I'm trying to count Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Okay. Anything?
And then I was going to check roof access.
Roof access. Okay.
And again, that starts with just flying up and being able to see it, not going anywhere close yet. Spotting
Right.
where the cameras are before approaching. Because I am small enough that that I can pass as a bird if I keep my distance.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Actually, I can pass as a bird,
can
but
pass as a bird
I'm
'cause you have
invisible.
physical mass.
I'm also invisible.
Yeah.
But I think I also have some kind of disguise.
Yeah, you
spell
have physical
thing.
mask, I think.
Yeah.
Which would make you look like a bird.
Right. But I'm not going to bother doing that because I'm invisible right now. It's
Yeah.
like, why layer the spells? That's designed... Oh, wait. I have vehicle mask, too.
Yeah, you can. If you are touching a vehicle, you can make it look like whatever you want.
I get to ride
Wow.
a unicorn at some
Yeah,
point.
you can make a car look like a motherfucking unicorn, or you can make a unicorn look like a car.
Yes.
I don't have a unicorn on this job yet.
All right.
Yet.
It's an important word.
So up there, there is a door access.
So it's got the elevator shaft access.
Yeah. And then there is there are a bunch of cameras. There are cameras watching doors, cameras watching doors from a different angle. There's cameras around, and there's actually turrets up there. There are 3 turrets, one at every point, and they look like your standard like light machine gun turrets.
Okay.
These are actually, you know what? They're on rails back and forth across the each side.
Okay.
So they can go back and forth, and they can point their machine guns wherever the fuck they want.
Are they mostly designed to protect from the sky, or can those be deployed for ground?
They're mostly for the sky, but they can be pointed to the ground, but that's going to be real far. I mean, it's 15 stories, which is not high for a building, but that's still pretty far to shoot somebody down below.
I guess what I'm asking is, are the rails positioned in such a way that they can actually aim straight down the side of the building, or are they?
No, they can't. They can't shoot straight down the side of the building.
Okay, so they are not a threat if you are up against the building.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, these are more for like helicopters coming in.
Okay. And is there a helicopter pad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
Because it's a whole different thing that there's not even a helicopter pad and they're still like defending against them. Because at that point you shouldn't land the helicopter on the building because of structural integrity. I assume.
Mm-hmm. You have people fast rope down. You don't even land a helicopter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But it is not a good approach for our current group, probably.
Unless you have a helicopter. And you know people who, I mean, at least one person probably knows somebody who can fly a helicopter.
Right.
Or a T-bird or something to that effect.
Right. The problem with bringing in a helicopter, however, is then all the guns can be aimed at it.
Yeah, and they know you're coming.
Yeah, so I don't like it for that.
Right.
I do have pilot aircraft.
I might like it as an exit.
Right. That might be a good exit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good score.
this is what this time is about. This is called legwork.
Yeah.
And the time, this is what we're trying to figure out is how we're going to do this. And then once we figure out how we're going to do this, we make that happen, and then the run happens.
Full four parts, right? It's make the plan, follow the plan, expect the plan to go out the window, throw away the plan.
Well, hopefully you've done enough legwork that you have backup plans.
Right.
And actually, I have one other question from studying the side of the building. And I know this is something where, like, I might not get it, but what does the especially the 8th floor, what kind of walls are we looking at on the outside of the building?
You are looking at ferroconcrete walls. They're not like super technically high. I mean, it's what shit's made of now.
Okay.
So I mean, the rebar and shit in there is probably like way better than we have. They're probably using concrete that is actually an inorganic polymer. So it's actually like
Plastic.
one giant piece.
Okay.
No, it's not a plastic. It's actually the kind of concrete Romans used. It's like
Plascrete. Yeah, was what I said.
no, it's not It's not plascrete because it isn't plastic.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's strong, but it's something that if you had, say, a missile, you could punch a hole through. If you had like a grenade launcher, that might be difficult.
Not
Like-
good. Not good for emergency exits. This isn't like I can.
Well, you have demolitions.
Okay.
So if you can get somebody to carry a bunch of C4 for you.
No, I don't.
you
I don't think
could.
I have demolitions. I think I just have a lot of spells that have that effect.
Right. Actually, you have touch spells that can break open walls and shit like that.
Right. But I'm pretty sure I don't have actual demolitions because I noticed where
Yeah.
it was supposed to be and made a sad face.
Yeah, because you have Shatter. Is that what it's called?
I
The
think
combat
so.
spell. And combat spell, Shatter. If you touch it, it works on inorganic things. It just
Yeah, shatter.
blows it up. Yeah. Yeah. You can touch things and they fall apart.
Yeah.
You actually crack safes.
Yeah, when I crack safes. No, I crack them.
Yes. So, Farrell, what are you doing?
I'm looking for somebody who is comparable size to a human form leaving the building.
You
Like my human form.
Okay. Roll perception with vision.
Okay, there's so many numbers.
I know.
Yeah.
It's your physical skills.
Yep.
There's so many numbers in this game.
Yeah.
And I
It
love
says-
numbers.
Oh,
Yes.
we know.
All right, it
wow,
says
there's-
714.
This is the
For-
crunchiest of crunch systems.
No. Oh, okay.
Crunchy, yes.
Yes, roll 14 dice.
Close.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not the crunchiest,
No.
but it's very crunchy.
Technical skills. I have that, and then they're all zeros.
Because you're uneducated. Pixies are specifically uneducated.
Oh, so it's not even like a negative. It's they just have
They
that.
just don't exist.
You want 5s again? Oof.
5s and 6s, yeah.
That
So
looks
I've got 3 successes. I don't have too many ones at least.
3 will do. You find somebody who is very. How tall is your? What does your human form look like?
I imagine it's probably because it noted in here that there was like sort of a direwolf thing, so I figure probably a little bit more stocky, but sort of just seems bigger than should be. But probably not very tall and a little bit more stocky, and the teeth in the mouth sort of seem like they shouldn't quite fit in that mouth, but they work for some reason.
And yeah, you're somebody who feels larger than they are, and you're kind of large.
Yeah.
But you're not huge.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a woman who also has a high and tight.
I've decided that means something else.
Oh my!
I'm just
You
curious.
know what? I don't even know what you guys are thinking it means. What do you think it means? Like, high and tight is a word or a phrase that I've known
like short
since I was
back and
like
sides.
6. So, like, what do you think it means?
See, the thing is, we went to barbershops when we were growing up, and no, you didn't go to.
Well, no, I got a haircut.
That's what I meant.
I've just moved that description to a different body part. That's
What
all.
part?
I'm
What
just gonna
part?
say.
What does high and tight mean?
I'm just gonna say Happy Jacks
Nice.
and leave it at that because I don't really want any more information.
There's
stop
a
asking.
veil here.
Stop asking for more information.
Okay, so you
I-
find a
I'm glad Max stopped for me because I'm tired enough to have answered that question.
Belly button. I was
I'm here for you.
I want to be in the next game with you really badly, Kimmy. I want to be in it really badly.
I forgot
Can I
to
wait
turn my mic
around?
on.
And if somebody doesn't show up, I want to be in it.
Totally.
Oh
Yeah.
look, there's another donation. Distraction. But also thank you, Amethyst,
Yeah.
Margaret, Teresa,
Yay.
Colleen, Shaver.
Yay.
We love you, Amethyst.
I've concluded it means belly buttons.
Oh,
That's.
I
don't think
thought you were
that's
talking
where-
about like buttholes or something.
See, I was thinking boob jobs.
I was just deciding
I can see that.
what is the weirdest PG answer I can give, and the answer is belly buttons.
There are people who are into that. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a thing.
Anyway, I found somebody that's about a comparable size that is leaving the building, yes?
Yes, she is leaving the building. She's walking towards a motorcycle, a chopper.
I just realized my sister
I
might be
want
watching
her
this.
stuff.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
It's not gonna be nice.
Okay.
One guy mouthed off to me and he ended up dead. I think I'm probably not really too concerned about people being
You
not
eat things all the time that are
alive.
living.
So tell me though, with this, how difficult is it to swap between forms?
It is a complex action,
Damn it.
which is, but that doesn't take that much time. It just gives them.
Because she might have
Time to
been
react.
she might have been scoping it out already in sort of this wolf form instead.
Your senses are probably better as a wolf.
Yeah.
No, her senses are the same.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that. But they're wolf-like.
They're
senses,
wolf-like senses.
Even when she's
Yeah.
nice.
Yes. Also awful. Use
Yeah.
deodorant. My God, man.
You also have ultrasonic hearing.
Awesome. I feel like she may have been staking out the place in wolf form anyway, though.
Oh yeah, your dog walking around, and so
Pretending
This
to
is
like for
in-
scraps and bullshit like that.
right. So this is in the corporate zone, which is part of UCAS, right? Because they don't have extraterritoriality, and so the thing is that every building has its own private security, but there's nobody patrolling the streets.
Yeah.
So like a giant dog walking around, people are like, ugh, I don't want to fuck with that giant dog, but you don't have to because as long as that giant dog isn't going into your building,
Yeah.
it's not your problem.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about getting blood on their outfit.
Right. Well, She is confidently walking towards her chopper.
I kind of want to just chomp on her head and crunch her neck to the side.
Okay, first roll stealth for me. Or
Sneaking.
Sneaking.
Sneaking. Let's see. Where is that bullshit?
Under active skills.
Active skills, physical.
Active skills, physical.
There's so many numbers.
So many numbers.
We have
I
to
don't
do something about these
see-
traditional
I don't
games,
see
man.
Yeah.
There's got to be a
sneaking.
good middle ground between story games and trad games.
Yeah, I'm learning how to navigate it. So I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
I don't see sneaking under here.
I think
It's
no,
under physical.
yeah, sneaking
Yes.
is under physical.
There you
16.
go. So roll 16 dice for me.
Okay. There's 5. 8. 10.
By the way, I want you guys to spend more edge so I can give you edge. Just saying.
Okay.
If it's something you really, really, really want to happen, spend edge.
Okay.
I want to spend edge.
Then what is your edge right now?
2.
2. Then you get to roll 2 extra dice, but every 6 you get to roll again.
Okay.
6 is now
Ooh,
explode.
sexy.
6s explode. Nice.
Trying to get underneath the cameras here.
Oh,
shit.
nice.
Oh my god.
1, 3, 4,
Six.
5,
There's another
One.
one.
6.
There's one. That's a 5.
7, 8.
And you get to re-roll the 6s.
So
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna get these out of the way real quick.
yeah. And
All
then
right. So yeah, I got.
how many
1, 2,
6s?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. 7, and then I got
4 of them are
6s or 4.
Okay, roll 4 more dice for me.
Okay.
How many successes?
1.
And it's another 6.
Then roll that 1 die again.
So you're up to 8 now. You're at 8.
Okay.
8.
8. You get 8 successes. Nobody has a chance of seeing that. Yeah, no. Nobody even recognizes that you're around. So now, you don't even have to roll. You can just bite this girl's neck off.
Yeah,
Like-
see, because I want specifically not to do a lot of blood, so I kind of want to bite her head and then just go crack.
You do that. Like, you just do that. You have, like, unarmed combat of 18 or whatever the fuck it is. You just do it. You got strength of 12. You're stronger than a troll.
Oh no, spend edge to make sure it happens.
I just.
You can't because
I
it's
know.
a fixed.
About that.
You don't
Yeah,
roll
I
dice
know.
for that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would.
Well, no, you could for the unarmed combat roll, but
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
which is also awesome, and I want to give you an edge back for that.
Yes.
So take that edge back. So
edge?
one of the things about Ripperjack that's actually kind of awesome is he has something. Oh, what is it? He just fucking loves combat. So if he spends edge to kill somebody and he kills them in 1 strike, he gets the edge back automatically.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's a murder machine. The only thing that's more of a murder machine is that girl. Farrell.
Hi. That's me.
Okay, so now you have a very strong woman who now is very limp on her motorbike. That is a nice, like, Harley Davidson Scorpion, which is like kind of like a combat bike. Like, this thing's badass.
It's very sad for her.
Well, yeah, 'cause she's dead.
It's very sad for me because the bike's probably too big for me.
Well, of course it is,
Yes.
but that's why you hold on.
I want to take pretty much everything she has on her. I want the outfit, and I want if she's got any kind of security cards.
No, yeah, you can strip her clean
Yeah,
and just put it in the saddlebags
yeah,
because they're saddlebags. Fucking chopper.
yeah. Mild snack, and then
So you're
Go
gonna
back.
eat her a little bit.
probably.
All right. So you eat her a little bit, and then leave her.
You know, you don't want to go into a job on an empty stomach.
All right, fair enough. No. You eat her. That's fucking awesome. And people are gonna be terrified tomorrow
Nice.
because an 8 is good enough that you did it where there are no cameras watching you.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of midnight snacking, and then back to human form, put on her outfit.
Yeah. Well, you got your favorite organ meats, is what you got.
Delicious.
Kidneys and the liver.
Liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, those are exactly what I was about to say. I love you.
I love you too.
Just like one of the long bones to gnaw on the marrow.
Kidneys and liver
Awful.
of long pig. Yum.
It's not even long pig to her because she's a wolf.
Yeah, it's just delicious.
Yeah, it's not even like cannibalism.
Yeah. It's creepy to say it though. It's still fun.
Yeah. Okay, so you now have all of that guard shit.
Cool.
You don't want to grab that guard and like put her on the bike with you or anything? You want to leave her there? You just want to leave her there?
Why would I put her on the bike with me?
All right, corpse stays there. So, vampire,
Yes. So
you follow that car.
I
That
am
car
following
goes
that
to
car.
a domicile.
Okay.
And that domicile is a nice like high end, not like what you're used to,
Right.
but a nice high end like flat, like block of flats.
Bleh.
Right, because
Bleh.
you have a
Bleh.
Blah.
yeah,
want this
you have a
one.
goddamn
Blah.
house.
Blah, blah, blah.
One domicile.
Yeah. Well, no, you have a goddamn house with gardens and shit.
Yeah.
This is like an entire floor
Yeah.
of this block of flats.
Okay.
So it's nice. It might even be 2 floors. It
Yeah.
is 2 floors.
Okay.
But it's like 20 feet tall building for
Yeah.
Kind of a nice condo thing feel
yeah,
going
a
on.
very nice condo. It's like the kind of condo you would find in Santa Monica, but in the future.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And parks your car in a specific lot. It's actually the number is 47.
Okay. That's a good number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until the scientist goes out of the car and goes up.
Mhm.
Thank you for your time. You can go back to whatever it is you were doing in your measly life.
Oh well, thank you. It was really great to meet you.
Yeah. I'm sure it
I mean,
was.
you can call me sometime if you want.
What would you like me to call you?
Anything you want.
Yes. Well, I'm sure that will happen in your dream, and I will see you later. You should go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he takes off.
Yeah.
It's the worst character to give you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the best.
Or the best. So she flips her hair and like goes up and like on the scientist's door.
Okay. She opens the door. Her lab coat is off. She has a nice pantsuit
Okay.
on, not a business suit, actually, just a nice pantsuit.
Why, hello.
And she's slack-jawed. Okay,
Can I come in?
roll influence.
Oh, this is the crazy one I rolled earlier, right?
Yeah. It's your
Okay.
magic plus
10
your
plus 8. Okay.
yeah. Roll 18, and there's no limit to this.
5, 6,
You-
7, 8, 9, 10.
We have loner dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
2, 3, 4.
Pointer sisters.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, there's a lot of successes. I was worried for a moment, but no. So, yes, I have 6, 7 successes.
Okay, yeah. Nope. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please. Come in. Can I get you a drink?
Maybe in a few minutes. We'll see how this goes. So what can you tell me about yourself? I like your pantsuit.
Thank you.
How does that come off?
Well, there's a I can show you.
Why don't you tell me about yourself while you're doing that?
Okay. He takes the pantsuit off. Kurt, will you roll 4 dice for me? You had 7 successes?
I think
All
so.
right.
Numbers are hard
Dropping
to remember.
dice all over the
Yeah.
floor. 4 dice?
Yeah, 4 dice. Any successes?
Oh, that's a glitch. 1 success and a glitch.
That pantsuit is going off.
Yeah.
It'll look great on her floor.
Does it come off sexy or does it just come off?
This is a scientist. She tries to make
So
it
it comes off
sexy.
awkward sexy.
Yeah.
It's a speed suit.
And so as she's taking that, I'm a particle physicist. I am, and she ditches the jacket. I'm working on something new, something amazing. We couldn't even do it without. There's this new spell that and she
Yeah.
takes out.
And I remember
yeah.
everything she's saying.
This new spell that the arcane department came up with that fits my work. We made a material that light goes faster in it than through a vacuum. It revolutionized everything. Optics, optical drives, optical communications, all goes faster. It's unbelievable. I don't even know how it can be, but we were looking for what is basically a room temperature superconductor for light, a material that is as transmitting for light as a vacuum, but with the spell it's faster.
That's fascinating. You should continue to unbutton those.
She
While you're
continues,
talking.
she continues to unbutton. Yes. As this goes, she is awkwardly shedding her stuff.
Yeah.
Where
do you even keep something like that? If it's made of lights.
Well, we have a high energy lab that is now a magical high energy lab. I'm not even exactly sure how they're doing it, but I know what the result is, and the result might as well be magic. But I mean, I could show you if you want.
Oh, that would be just amazing.
And she is now like dropping the rest.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm gonna have her just stand there for a few minutes and continue talking.
She's gonna do that. It's more than I ever could have dreamed. I mean, this is going to change everything. I have a paper ready that's going to go in over 100 different scientific journals.
That's very impressive.
And 50 magical journals as well. I mean, this is I could get a Nobel Prize.
That's very sexy.
Oh, her smile is huge.
Ear to ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have to do the whole thing, but
Yeah.
we're gonna continue. And tell me more about where you work.
She'll describe the
Eventually,
layout.
she ends up
describes.
naked and on her knees, by the way, and she's
Fair enough.
continuing to talk.
Yep. She tells you about how to get there, about the layout. She describes the lab, that there are people there, there are guards there, that it's very high security. Only a few people have a key card for it. Especially her, because she's the lead scientist.
Of course.
The lead scientist.
Oh, that's very sexy too.
So by the time you're done, you know which vending machines have the best snacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she
Only
is.
use the bathrooms on the 5th floor.
Yeah, she is desperately trying at this point to figure out stuff to continue telling you because you keep saying, "Tell me more."
Yeah. Excellent. We will finish that conversation, and I will give her a fabulous night.
Excellent.
Fabulous night.
Excellent. Are you feeding?
Are there, in this world, are there repercussions or are there effects from vampires feeding on someone?
So, what happens is you drain her essence.
Okay.
Her essence does not regenerate.
Oh.
Ooh.
So essence is things for magic. If you get cybernetics and stuff like that, that reduces your essence because it reduces like your humanity essentially. So you are draining her humanity.
Okay.
If you go down to 0 essence, if you drain her completely, there's a possibility that she can rise as a vampire.
Okay. I will not feed on her because
Okay.
I don't know what their security is. If she ends up losing essence and they sense that, I'll do it later.
Fair enough.
It's not a never. It's a not right now.
Well, I mean, as long as nothing happens until she sees you again, that your influence will make her do something weird, you will continue to have this influence.
Okay. I'm going to enjoy my night then.
You have a great night.
Yeah. She's
She's
going to have a
also-
better night.
Oh, yes. The best night.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Hashtag the best
the
night.
best night.
Okay.
So speaking of good nights,
So speaking of good nights,
so looking through this sheet, maybe there's dice to roll, but between his predisposition towards me and me playing coy, and my tailored pheromones,
yes.
can we assume that I rocked his world?
Well, you can roll seduction if you want, which is a con roll.
Okay.
Do
So
it.
if you just roll that just to see how well you do, because you're very good at convincing people of things.
It's under
You're-
your social.
Yeah, no, I've rolled it once before. It was a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
This is a game where you roll all the dice. So
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that?
I just realized I have a spell I didn't realize I had.
What is that?
I'm only rolling half at a time
Clairvoyance?
because
Oh, yeah.
seriously,
Yeah.
the dice are tiny and they're still taking up a lot of hand space. That was much better
Oh
than
my.
last time.
Wow.
Yes, he is putty in your hands.
Okay.
That's not what he wants.
Yeah,
from
that's
us.
not.
No, that's not what I
a good
want.
thing.
It's like wet sauerkraut.
He's like, we're like, what's
More to the
sauerkraut in my
point.
hands? Would you like another Schnitzengruber?
I think 15 is my limit on Schnitzengruben. Okay, so that's 11 successes.
I am not. So what's your social limit?
Oh, do I have one?
Not that it matters. But
Social limit is 15.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
you're
haven't
good.
met it.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you
he
rock
he
his
is-
world in that back
and
room.
absolutely, completely passed out from ecstasy and exhaustion.
Why don't you roll 3 dice for me?
Roll 3 dice for you. Okay.
Here, just roll 3 dice. For
Here,
me.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, give me roll 3 dice.
Yes. A 6, a 3, and a 1.
Blur.
Yeah, he's tired, but he's not
Tired,
Like,
but he's not completely
he's
out.
not like out. It's not like you tranked him or something.
Okay, well then he is in.
He's at a healthy afterglow.
Yes, he's in a
Yeah.
healthy afterglow, and I'll just take him in a nice spooning embrace
Oh.
Okay.
and choke him out.
Okay. Roll your
I'm
unarmed,
only to the point of passing out. I'm not trying to kill him.
roll your unarmed combat.
Murder's fun.
I'm not trying to murder him.
But
In fact,
it's
more to the
fun.
point, I'm trying
You
not
are,
to murder
You are
him.
grappling him. You do your strength and stun damage, which won't kill him.
Always know the grapple rules.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in my case, the grapple was a little
In
more
real life
involved.
and in game.
All right, so my unarmed combat. That was not horrible.
That's-
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay, 4 successes. Kimmy, will you roll 2 dice for me?
Yes.
Any successes?
No successes.
No successes.
2 4s.
Okay.
Okay, I got 4 successes. I have a physical limit of 3.
Okay. Well, then you get 3 successes.
That's what I thought.
So you do, what is your strength?
My strength is 2.
You do 5 S damage. Kimmy, roll 2 dice for me again.
That would be a glitch.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
A 2 and a 1.
All right. He is choking. You have him in a rear naked choke.
I'm just, it's cutting off the air, not.
Yeah.
That makes it
that is
so
what
much
a
more
re-
creepy when you're like, shh.
Yes.
That is what a rear
Yes.
naked choke
Yes.
does. You block off the carotid artery. Is
Yeah.
what causes
Oh
it.
yeah. No, actually, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Not the windpipe. It's the
Yeah,
carotid.
because that
You're
way
right.
you don't risk actually damaging structure. you
Right.
just-
Exactly. Sorry.
So
Yes, that is what I'm trying for.
You have sustained the grapple. Why
Also
don't you
works
roll
faster.
unarmed combat again? Because he is struggling. This sucks for him. He's
You
not
should
happy.
have done it while you were rocking his world.
I just love it's like the rear naked choke. Like
It's called a rear naked choke.
I know. That'd be like a band name.
Only 2 successes this time.
All right, 2 successes.
Although my
Kimmy,
max is 3.
Roll
so I
2
mean-
dice for me.
All right, I have a chance.
Yeah.
I guess he does. Oh, 2 successes.
Oh shit!
A 6 and a 5.
Shit! He breaks out of it.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
I'm tappy. It's tappy. Does that make
All right.
You got too
I'm-
He
hungry.
breaks out of it. We're gonna roll initiative now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, baby. I thought you liked it rough.
Kimmy, roll a die for me.
1 die?
1 die.
Oh, that's not good. That's very bad.
What are you at?
I'm at an 8,
An 8. Kimmy, what do you roll?
I rolled a 4.
which
Okay, you're both at 8.
Oh,
so, Kurt, you do your thing first.
is I really need him to be unconscious.
Sorry.
No, it's not your
I
fault.
usually roll terribly. I thought I was helping by offering.
It's okay.
Yes, but you're playing one of the villains.
Yes, I am called the. They call me the young stork now because I'm so terrible at rolling. I'm not kidding. They do.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Not the pretty Stark?
Stork's much prettier than
So I have this negative on my sheet.
What's that?
We've rolled an initiative, and we're now in some semblance of combat, right?
No. You do your action first, and then things
No.
drop below.
Yeah, but the negative on this, the
Oh,
negative
you
quality
have-
is combat paralysis.
All right, what does it say? That's right. I forgot
A character with combat paralysis freezes in combat, which is probably what I'm going to wind up doing. On the character's first initiative test, the character divides their initiative score for that round in half. Mm-hmm. So instead of an 8, I have a 4.
Yes.
In subsequent combat turns, the character may roll their normal initiative. Combat paralysis also gives the character a -3 dice pool modifier on surprise test. Well, I'm not surprised. Neither is he.
Well, I mean, he's surprised, but not that way.
If the character must make a composure test while under fire or in a similar combat situation, the game master applies a +1 threshold modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to try to pass this off as rough horseplay.
Well, right now you don't get to act.
Okay.
Because you're at 4.
Right.
He gets to act.
Right.
He is very upset.
I'm
with
sure
what is
he
happening.
is. I'm sure he is.
And so he is going to try. He has pushed your arm up over his head.
Okay.
And he's going to basically try and roll over and get up.
Okay.
Hand-to-hand combat is a complex action. Something like that is a simple action. So he's going to go stand up and then basically try and go for the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Naked.
Yes.
Okay.
He would rather run out the door naked than be murdered because he
That's-
thinks you're trying to murder him
That's fair.
by the guy he just banged.
No, that's fair enough. That is his action.
Yeah. That's what he does.
I will start protesting. I'm sorry. I thought it's. I'm screwed up. I'm sorry. It's just this. It's this weird thing.
This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I figured it would be. I'm going to spend edge for it.
Okay. Yeah, because you're going to need for something like this, where you attacked him and he's running away and you're like, baby, no.
Right.
I didn't mean it.
I
When
mean, I
you're
did,
not
but-
in an abusive relationship, you're going to need this is going to be a threshold of 7.
Threshold of, meaning I need
You
7.
need 7 successes
Okay,
to
so
do this. So you can spend edge, and that will be amazing with your dice.
Okay, so this would be a con roll.
Con roll. And
Just
then,
like to point out how much better my seduction went.
Yes, it did, and I blame the dice.
You don't know this right now, but I'm gonna rub it in your face.
Yeah, okay, so I have one edge. I have one edge.
okay, so you add 1 extra dice, but all 6s explode.
All 6s explode. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, 21 dice.
By the way, Kimmy, did you spend an edge?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
You would have gotten 1 back.
I didn't need to, honey.
She's not wrong.
She is the edge.
Edge lady.
Okay. Oh.
Oh my.
That's only half the dice.
Okay. That's a lot of one.
Yeah, because
It's not half of them, but okay.
Okay. That's a lot of 5s, but I want 6s. There's a 6.
Rude.
Counting up 1s here.
Yeah, count up 1s.
Oh.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
fine
it's
on
not
this.
as many.
Only,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
not even close to
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Okay, I get to re-roll 1 6.
All right. How many dice do you have right now?
What do you mean?
How many
successes do I have right now? 6.
All right. Get that 5 plus.
Do it! I believe.
No! I don't. This did not go well.
SadTrombone.com.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
going
Bullshit!
so
Don't you
well.
baby me. All right. It is now initiative. You are lying on the ground. He is up by the door. Roll your initiative. You get to roll full initiative. Kimmy, will you roll a die for me and add 4?
Yes. 6.
6 and 6. 8.
No, 8.
Okay, 8. 8 goes.
I get to act on my full initiative now. So,
only when you don't want them to.
Yeah.
Grovel better.
So I should roll for the bad guys all the time. I will
Yeah.
pretend I'm a bad guy when I'm rolling for my player characters. It'll be great.
Acting.
Acting.
okay, this is probably not why you put this particular stat on the character sheet, but I'm gonna try for it anyway.
What is it?
So,
Best time to use
I'm
it.
gonna get up and I'm going to slowly approach him. Slowly approach, and if he will let me get close enough with my hands down by my sides, not up here, hands down by my sides, if he will let me get close enough to him to be within reach, I have this thing, nimble fingers.
Okay.
Should have used that before.
I know, right?
What
How do
makes
you know he did
on,
that?
on his high and tight. I mean, really.
it only works on girls?
Happy Jacks.
Nice.
That I'm not entirely sure
Inaccurate.
that's
No.
true.
No.
I'm fairly sure that's not actually true.
You just learned too much about Kurt.
I'm not fairly sure I know. That nimble
I don't
fingers.
know for certain,
Don't
but
know enough about Kimmy?
Smile and nod, y'all. Smile and nod.
So you're saying he's a bass player?
Yes.
I know.
I mean, yes,
So, nimble
but
fingers, what are you trying to do?
Like the back of a Volkswagen.
finger is nimble.
Tie his shoelaces together. Oh wait, he's naked.
How did I become the dirty one in this group? I don't understand how this happened.
No, I got you. I got
okay.
you. Yeah. No,
We're-
see,
we're on
I
the
was
same
making
page,
a
honey.
dumb joke,
Oh, okay.
not something that I think.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah.
Excellent. I was like,
Um,
who are you? Yeah, I know.
I'm
That one.
I am trying to reestablish a rapport.
With your nimble fingers.
Sure.
How?
I'm just gonna say this is
This is
possible.
In detail.
this is
slowly.
really yeah, slowly.
Please, guys. We only have an hour.
An hour less. I'm sorry.
So you have 1 hour.
No, he has 55 minutes because we still need to
Yeah.
steal the
Oh
crystal.
yeah. By the way, if you guys don't finish the run by the time an hour is up, you guys failed the run.
Yeah.
no!
Oh no!
And we do
Use your nimble fingers really nimbly.
Actually, I don't think it actually applies. Considering what now I'm reading it,
Oh.
I don't think it even applies. So, knowing the character would know his own abilities.
Well,
to a
yeah.
certain extent, right? And
He's Marcus Brody. I mean, he has friends from here to
anyway,
Sudan.
yes, right. But
Sudan doesn't exist anymore.
but South Sudan does. Strangely,
He's still
enough.
got friends there. though.
Yeah, he does.
That's how cool he is.
Shit.
And why tried to okay, what do you want to do?
Don't let us fail to run.
I'm assuming that all of these various traits have already been factored into the math. of
Yeah.
the rolls and everything, so-
Just do the brackets.
yeah.
Do that thing.
Anybody want some yogurt mochi?
Yeah.
I'm curious about that one.
I am also curious about that
110% yes.
one. There's no way for me to physically get out of this, so it's got to be social.
Yes.
Continue groveling.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Again, I approach, but I'm not standing. I'm not walking. Sort of that knee walking on my knees,
Okay.
right?
Baby, please, baby.
And it's it starts as groveling, and then it starts as well. I can use my mouth for other things.
All right, roll that seduction roll. Let's see what you got.
All right, seduction.
This is the guy you just tried to kill, and you're trying to put your mouth on his bits.
Yes.
This is gonna be tough.
There is no actual seduction.
Seduction is con.
Oh, it is still con. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And unfortunately, you're out of edge now.
I am out of edge
Yeah.
now. Yes.
Edgelord. Yeah, why don't you... that's going to be like 8. I mean, that's really tough. You just tried to choke somebody out, and now you're trying to put your mouth on their junk. How can they trust you that you're not going to say
that.
how much teeth do you want?
How dry do you want it?
Make it like the Sahara.
Oh.
Like a desert in my mouth.
Oh.
Oh. How much?
yeah.
I'm warming up my teeth for your blowjob. How about a few slow chokes?
And I'm remembering that. Okay, no, there's no
Just
way
go.
my sister's
Go,
watching.
roll.
Go.
Roll.
Oh my.
That's promising.
That
that's
is
promising. Too bad you didn't have edge for this one.
I know, right?
If you get this, though, I might give you your edge back.
That was a 5.
That was a 5.
That was
Okay.
pretty successful.
I know it was a success. It just
Well, it doesn't matter because you don't have edge. You got 8?
Yes,
I
exactly.
have exactly 8.
You have a pretty mouth.
They do have a pretty mouth.
You sculpted
Oh
it that way
my
on
God.
purpose.
Yeah, he pauses just enough. And so he's like, "What? What was that?"
Well, you
In
can talk
between,
now.
yeah. Unfortunately, I can't talk.
Well, you can stop for a second and say a couple words. It's okay. It's okay. All is forgiven.
Just use your hand for a minute.
Yeah.
That was close, friend.
That was very, very close. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
I really do need this guy to be unconscious, and so instead of trying to choke him out, I'm just gonna have to wear him out, unfortunately.
Okay, blowjobs don't work that way.
I'm fully aware of that.
But if he falls over when you're done,
Are you just gonna punch him while he's on the ground until he passes out? Like, how are you gonna do this?
I don't know yet.
Why do you need him to be knocked out?
Because I need to take over his. I need to be him. I'm going to take over as him.
Why don't you go home with him?
That would make so much more sense.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I
No.
really shouldn't have said that.
It's 3 in the morning and it's okay.
Kurt doesn't have a lot of
Yeah.
Kurt doesn't have a lot of practice in seducing men.
This is very true. I have no
Oh, you should
practice.
try. You should try more. God damn it. Men are sluts.
Not always.
That's true. That's right. Mac, you're the best ever.
Does she get edge
Did
back?
she get her edge back?
Yeah, you take an edge back. You don't even spend any.
Do I get bonuses?
No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so
Honey, take me home or lose me forever.
okay, he's gonna take you home. That was quite a blowjob. And there's a refractory period, but he lives pretty far away. Okay. Anything else you want to do tonight?
Yeah, it occurred to me that I have this spell called clairvoyance where I can see things as if I'm physically present.
Okay. So, one thing about clairvoyance or spells in general is mana barriers block spells.
Rude.
So, around this one place on the 8th floor,
Uh-huh.
it is covered by these mana barriers. So
Okay.
you can't see into there. But you can see anywhere else. It does also mean that there's probably some magical security around, or at least a mage. Because somebody has to be keeping these barriers up.
Oh, is that the duration thing where
Yeah,
the
where
S?
it says S, S is sustained. So there's a person there who is sitting, probably maybe cross-legged, maybe he's chanting in Latin, who the fuck knows, who is keeping those barriers up. A human person is there inside keeping those barriers up.
Oh, did I see their aura when I was looking before?
It is blocked by the barriers.
Oh, so there are some barriers that whatever's behind them I wouldn't have been able to see, but I
Yes.
saw the other things around it outside
Yes. You don't see any
shake
mages
my head.
outside that barrier.
it. Okay.
That's a
So-
question.
If I put my awareness outside the barrier because I know where the barrier is, can I see through the barrier when I use the spell? Because it says if I was physically present at a chosen point within sensory range. Okay.
Well, you can, if there's a point out, yes, there's a point outside it
Yeah.
that you can then see through. Yes, yes, you can, but you
Okay.
can only choose a point outside of the mana barrier, unless you choose to go in and break the mana barrier, which you can do with your mana spells like Death Touch.
See, that involves me physically entering the building with no backup. I don't like that plan.
Okay,
But given that I've sort of worked out some of the layout and all that other stuff, I will give this a try. I will
Okay.
just kind of like a spot that is outside the barrier, but close to it that I think maybe, unless the shape of the barrier is such that I think it's probably just the walls of a room. Mm-hmm. Is that the shape I saw?
the walls of the room outside.
Yeah, so like you said, there's a barrier.
Yeah.
Can I see the shape of the barrier?
Yes.
Is the shape of the barrier a cube-like shape like it's a room, or is it like some freaky dome thing?
It's more like a rectangle-ish thing.
So it's likely a room is...
Yeah.
Oh. And I don't have any guesses as to where the doors are.
Yeah, but you can
Yeah,
take a look.
I will try.
There are guards that are hanging there, 2 guards that are hanging out by a thing.
So I can tell there are guards in that. So yeah, I'd like to take a look approximately where the guards are.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Roll your spell.
okay. So I start by rolling. Help me out here.
You roll your spell or spell casting. So that is your.
Right, the spell casting, and then I go to the other
Yeah,
page.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's your 12. Choose your force.
Let's see here.
Where's your drain?
My drain is F-3.
Right. So you probably do a 6 and get away with it.
Okay, I will do a 6 then. That means that I can get up to 6 on my dice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, uh-oh. No, there's not that many of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not half.
Okay. I have 5 successes.
5 successes it is. Okay. So now roll your
It was my intuition plus my magic?
That is correct. No.
No, that's
Plus
not.
your will.
Intuition plus will.
Yeah.
Yes, because I remember it was one more die than my magic. Right? Yes. At least 4 successes.
Good. You're good.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, where the guards are. I'm looking.
You see 2 guards. These guards are in, like, combat armor. Like, these aren't like the guards in front that are in suits that probably have some sort of ballistic weave in it. These are guards with motherfucking combat armor that have assault rifles and are loaded for bear.
Okay.
And then the door is not like a door to, like, an office building. It is a vault door.
Okay. Anything else in that room? Tacky artwork, carpeting, carpeting versus flooring.
The carpeting is very soothing. The
Really pulls the room together.
Yeah, the artwork is corporate.
It believes in nothing.
Yeah, but
It somehow both inspires you and makes you feel more soulless at the same time.
yeah.
Inspired
Yeah,
to
but that's
be
about it.
soulless.
Okay. That is useful to know, though.
Cool.
Okay.
Farrell,
Yep.
you have a dead person on the ground, and you have all of her shit. She is naked
Yep.
and half eaten. Well, probably more like a sixth eaten. Like,
Yeah, I wasn't
probably
that
didn't eat that much.
hungry.
I mean, you can't eat a whole person because you're person sized.
Yeah, I mean, that's excessive.
That's
I mean, only
ridiculous.
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. All right. So there is a dead person with wolf bite marks, large wolf bite marks, because you're dire wolf sized.
Yep. Gonna
Okay.
go back to person sized
Mm-hmm.
and put on all of the clothing that is person sized.
Your clothing or her clothing?
Her clothing.
You got it.
Yeah, that's why I ate. Well, I didn't eat part of her for that reason, but I did kill her for her clothes
All right.
and anything that she had on her.
You got everything.
Talk
Cool.
about a killer wardrobe.
You have her key card. You have her stun baton. You have her clothes. You have her comlink.
Cool. I take all of those things,
Mm-hmm.
and then I probably go looking for somebody else that's part of this heist.
All right. So you go back to Spagos?
I guess so. I don't really have anywhere else to go in particular. It's either that or just wander until I hopefully run into somebody.
Well, you can also call them on your comlink.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I have to think about the fact that I have a comm link because that's confusing.
Yes, you do. That is kind of difficult.
Yeah. So,
You can send a text, and that's about it. Like, it's a pager to you.
okay.
Well, pagers don't send. It's a flip phone.
Yeah. Probably send to
Charybdis?
Charybdis.
Okay.
Just got outfit and key card.
Nice.
That's probably all the information that's going to
Okay.
be.
So, you send her that, and you're going back to Spagos. You are going back to Spagos, Miss Moonshine?
Actually, I have a question.
Sure.
And that is, knowing our lovely friend, does she function during the day, or should I pretty much assume that, given the way she tends to operate, I'll see her again tomorrow night?
Charybdis?
Yeah.
You have seen Charybdis out in the middle of the day.
Okay.
You have seen her, like, walking around, like, fucking whatever. Probably has a parasol.
Okay.
But
Fucking whatever. I think she has standards.
for the sun?
No, for the fucking.
Yeah. But
Kirk just got a text message, by the way, from,
Yeah.
from
All right.
Farrell, just saying, got clothes and key card.
Then, yeah, I will also head back to Spagos with the information I have. Because I have the feeling if this place is a runner bar, then I can probably get my hands on some paper and sketch out what I know of the interior layout.
oh, you have a comlink. You can do it all from your brain.
Oh! Okay.
You have like little trodes attached to your brain, or actually, it's probably like an earpiece that's attached to your brain that communicates with your comlink, and you can just think of all the things that you have, and it draws it out.
Oh, okay, so my
Yeah.
brain is actually connected to a fairly decent tablet.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
I was not.
Imagine.
I apologize. I didn't
Yeah.
understand the tech level.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'm creating all of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna just head back to Spagos because that's
Where you guys hang out.
and where my alcohol is.
It is indeed where your alcohol is, and you deserve it.
I do.
I'm gonna reply to the text. Have head scientist, key card, and plans to the building.
Fine, be that way.
You probably, come to think of it, never mind. You gotta work for that. Okay, Marcus Brody, you have gone home with said person.
Did you ever get his name?
Does that matter?
I'm just curious if you bothered.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think.
Johnson.
Yeah, he may have asked what your name is, like halfway through. Like, what is your name? I love you guys are the best.
Based on how shitty I've been rolling, I'd probably say something like,
Marcus Booby.
no, I'd probably say something like Mark.
Mark Bowie.
No, just first
Just
name.
Mark. Oh
Just
yeah,
first
Mark.
name. Yeah,
So
Mark.
he
First
wants to
name's only.
know what name he should say.
Yeah, that's important.
That's what he wants.
It's important.
Okay, so you go about your stuff, and when he finally passes out, you like grab whatever it is you want, or you want to tie him up, or
Yeah. He's gonna have to be immobilized. I was considering the possibility of making him breakfast with rat poison, but if it just
Marcus Brody is not fuck around.
but if tying him up is an option, I will take that option.
I mean, you can murder him if you want.
I don't
but,
want to.
Yeah. Oh,
That's why.
by
he's
the
going
way,
to the
it's one thing that I didn't say that I probably should have.
Oh God.
Wet work is bad.
Yeah.
If you murder an executive, scientists, whatever, low-level people, whatever. If you murder an executive, they will find you, and everybody you've ever met and murder all of you. They will carpet bomb
It's
where
bad.
you live. It's
Yeah.
bad. Don't do it.
But I'm not dealing with an executive.
No,
I'm
you're dealing with
a
a dude.
receptionist.
Yeah, you're dealing with a receptionist.
So
I gave my scientist orgasms, so
did I.
So
well, I
many.
didn't give your scientist orgasms. But,
No, but yours has a refractory period.
but I still gave.
I feel like I'm
multiple.
doing something wrong.
or very right.
You
I mean, I enjoyed it.
And that's all
mean,
that matters.
My
right?
method was great. I didn't have to interact with anyone.
Yeah, high five.
And now we know the introvert in the group.
I'm also looking at my stats.
Yeah,
Like,
well, fair enough.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't like that shit.
Purely social character here.
I think I have 2 dice for most social things.
No, you're okay. Your charisma. Oh, that's 2 dice. Yeah.
Yes.
you're fine. Oh no, you're terrible.
No, you're not. You're terrible at that.
Don't do that.
I have other, I have other
Your
things.
your
like-
social are better than my physical, which is impressive.
Okay, so.
No, I'm sorry. My
So
physical
you
is better than your
have
social.
whatever bullshit you want.
Yeah.
You
And
need
yes,
anything?
he needs to be immobilized.
Okay, so when do you decide to go back to Spago? If you do, I don't even know what you want to do.
Yeah.
You can just send people messages that I'm
Yeah.
having a great time. I don't care.
I'm gonna send a message. Why don't we meet at the building?
Oh, okay.
Because my scientist friends offered to give me a tour. So I figure if I can get in the building, that would be a good start. And then if they are there too, then they could do their bits once I get them in.
Already did bits. Ate them.
I will reply
did I.
back. If I have to hide in your handbag, please make it not leather.
Why would I own a handbag that wasn't leather?
Silk?
Not for use. That's a clutch, darling.
Lining.
Yeah.
Can you add studs to it then?
I had studs to everything.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but she means the other kind of stud.
Like sexy men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant too.
Okay, good.
I mean, both apply, but
Well, in that case, we're on the same page.
At least I'm small.
that is the
But she
first
knows
time
how
I've
to use
heard
it.
that.
It means everything else in comparison is huge.
Ooh, my.
Look, I'm just saying if she chose to have a size kink, most human men could fill it.
Maybe small and thin, but at least he's quick.
Hadn't considered that. That's an interesting thing.
Yeah, size queen. Oh, that'd be a great name, great runner name for a pixie. Why don't I think of that?
Size queen.
Size queen. Oh God, I have to make another pixie, but they're really rare. No, I won't do that.
Yeah, but that one's going to be male.
Yeah. Bit of road cone in there.
So one of the things that I absolutely want to take from this guy's apartment is his work schedule,
Sure.
because
Do you have any sort of technical hacking kind of skills?
I think do.
I definitely don't.
I have
You-
because one of the things because I have a bunch of gear that I was definitely going to make use of once I could get into the building.
But
again.
you don't have like hacking or computer or anything
technical. I have hacking,
All right.
like that. You
computer,
Okay.
cyber combat, demolitions. First
What are you
aid
at?
for one.
Okay.
It's not great.
Or you could bring somebody over
Yeah,
that knows how to do that
yeah,
if you want.
yes. I could do that. Although I have.
Or you can roll your one die and try.
Well, I mean, the data tap seems reasonably simple.
Oh yeah, you can data tap.
So, like, what I want to do is go back in, take over his receptionist job, and put my data tap on his on the data line on the receptionist workstation.
Didn't you already do that?
Yes.
Yeah, didn't you do that on your way out?
No, not metaphorically, not euphemistically.
Oh!
Like, literally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you already do that?
No.
So wait, so your data tap you didn't put on the workstation you were calling on.
No, because I didn't think of it until just now, so I'm saying that I didn't do it.
Okay,
That would have
yeah,
been
no, no, no.
smart.
That would have been.
It would have
yeah.
been smart, but I honestly had not looked at that page of the character sheet
Yeah,
yet, so I didn't know.
that is literally one of the things your character is designed to do.
Right. Well, can we go back and say that
No.
he did? But no, I didn't think so either. So yeah. But if I'm taking over his job, then I can
Sure.
do it from the front
Yeah.
desk.
Yeah. So how are you knocking him out? Or tying him up?
Tying him up.
Okay. What the fuck skill would tying him up be?
Do I have carouse? We both know Shing. So
Wait, you know who?
we know Shing. We've heard the story.
Oh my.
It's the opposite of escape artist.
Shing is the best ever.
I do have escape artist.
You have escape artist?
Yes.
Roll escape artist. That'll work.
Yes.
It's not great, but
I mean,
Whatever.
there is also a
Just get
survival
like
skill.
whatever you roll. That is his bullshit to
difficulty,
get out.
right.
Yeah, his difficulty is threshold. I've drunk
Big
like
bucks, no
a
whammies.
bunch of this whiskey.
Me too.
Ooh, shiny.
that's not horrible.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, that's great. He
4
is.
successes.
He is hogtied
Good.
and
And he thinks it's
loves
hot.
it. He's
He
totally
loves
into it until you leave.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
So let's try something new, baby.
Everything's new.
You've
I
never-
met you yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. No, he totally lets you time up.
All right.
All right.
Then thinking
So
his
you are-
access card, his uniform if there is one, his
His
work
suit.
schedule. Yeah.
You know, he's got a business suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend a decent amount of time in the bathroom making myself look like him.
Okay, roll disguise.
Roll disguise.
You get a I think I've already factored in the bonus
It's not a bad roll.
What is it?
13.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I'm actually reading my spells.
Oh yeah, you should read your spells. They're good.
Yeah, they are.
God, that's a lot of 2s.
Ooh, yeah.
I got no successes. No, one success.
One.
One success. How many 1s did I get?
It doesn't matter as long as it's less than half.
It is less than half, but like
That's a lot.
13 dice, I got 1 success.
What were you rolling again?
Disguise?
You have 1 success. You look like him. Basically.
Reasonably so.
Basically look like him.
I look like him after a 5-day bender in Vegas.
No, you.
No,
Until I melted.
the problem is you
Okay.
studied the anatomy that goes under
Here's
the
the
clothes
thing.
more than his
Yeah.
face.
Thank you very
The
much.
difficulty for them to realize you are not him is 1.
Okay.
Okay, so if they roll a success, they
Am
can
I-
figure out that you are not him.
Am I allowed to realize that I don't look that much like him and try again?
No.
Okay.
No. You tried your best to look like him, and you did. The thing is that they have to realize something's wrong,
Okay.
right? They're not going to look at you and immediately roll. Like,
My experience in corporate life is that, and I have spent most of my adult life in corporate life, is that people don't really pay attention to the receptionist that much.
yeah, that was my assumption because I have never been in corporate life, but I assume that nobody really asks too many questions or looks too hard.
The only reason you look at the, and this is going to be horrible comment, the only reason you look at the receptionist that closely is if they're really good looking.
Well, I mean, he's pretty good looking,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Fair
he's
enough.
pretty cute.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have the receptionist job, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Just looks like he was sculpted by Imagineers.
or that he was one of Adam's NPCs, so he's got 12 abs.
I don't know. He's not that.
He's not that attractive.
not
Okay.
that hot.
Okay, just checking.
Speaking of things that are hot, we got another donation.
Yay!
Thanks, Bill Roper.
Hey! Captain Black himself.
Okay, so now you guys have 33 minutes to
Okay.
complete this
God.
run.
Yeah.
I have put the information about the vault door, bounced it to other people's comm because I assume those are secure enough I can do shit like that.
Sure.
Or at least I think they are.
I've sent the information that I was told by the scientist out too, so everyone should have that. And I've also said that we should meet at the building.
Okay.
You also have high security keycard.
Yeah.
In fact, she will probably use the keycard herself to take you in and your friends if you want.
Oh, okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm looking through my various powers, and it looks like if I combine concealment with physical mask, I can basically not exist as a person to the perception of others hidden inside her purse.
Yes, this is correct.
It's
Okay.
a leather purse.
It's Louis Vuitton. What do you want?
It's the smell. It's the smell, you know.
It's that iron.
Yeah, there's not a lot of air circulation inside the purse, but
It smells like money. I don't see the problem.
I got your message to meet at the building, so I went there.
so
I went to the building early in the morning and I texted people on my way there basically saying, I'll wave you all in. Receptionist is the gatekeeper.
Yes.
okay.
You're fine. Come on in.
Have we secured something for transporting the crystal out?
No, and we don't know how big it is yet.
Would she have told me that? Like,
Oh yeah, if you,
Oh,
she
okay.
will tell you anything you want.
Yeah.
Pillow
Okay, good.
talk is very, very loose.
Yeah, I feel like
If you
especially-
ask her how big is this crystal, she will tell you.
Okay.
She wants to impress you so much.
especially after our conversation the night before about like how are we going to transport it, I definitely would have asked her that while she was naked.
Oh yeah.
So how big is it?
It is.
So much better that you asked that
It is like
than I did.
maybe like what is that? 3 inches?
Oh, I
that'll
can.
fit in my
way
purse.
more than
I can
That's a
ninja the
little bit
shit
more
out of
than
that.
no,
diameter.
diameter.
That's a little bit more than 3 inches
Yeah, that's like-
diameter.
I'm not good at that.
That's like closer to 5.
Fine, 5 inches diameter.
All right, I can.
It is,
I can
and it
ninja
is
that.
one single molecule.
Okay.
She's very, very proud of
One
that.
single molecule?
Yes.
The uber molecule.
I mean, I was thinking like a silicon
magic.
crystal, but
No.
Okay, between
Yeah.
the group, we can absolutely ninja that shit out.
Oh yeah.
So I guess I'll cast my physical mask. What object are you willing to carry in your purse? In case they scan it, what is acceptable for them to think I am? I'm down with being a sex toy.
Well, you are.
Can you turn into a giant wad of cash? Oh no, because they don't carry cash. Sorry, the credit
A
card.
giant. Well, because credit sticks, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter how much is in it. It is like
The same size.
3
It's- yeah, it's a
inches
debit card.
long.
Yeah,
What is
I
that?
say.
Is 3 inches that big?
I
I don't know.
I stay the same basic size and shape,
All right.
but appear to be something else. So if you want a giant dildo in your purse, I can do that.
You could be one of those dogs.
I could be one,
Oh my God, you can be a purse dog,
Purse dog.
a teacup chihuahua.
and then I can actually have my head out.
Yeah, you can have your
Yeah.
head out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, purse dog it is. So
Oh my God.
Pomeranian.
the drain is F-1, so I'm gonna say 4.
For your force?
Yeah.
Okay,
You realize
cool.
you are
Go
now
for it.
Paris Hilton.
No.
Yappy dog.
Oh no, she is way better than
I
Paris
know, I
Hilton.
know.
So much classier. Like, holy shit.
Rude. It's not that many ones.
No, it's not that many ones. It's
I only
just
have 2
an
successes,
unfortunate
though.
number of
So
successes.
2 successes is fine.
Okay.
She's an ugly little dog. So.
Now roll your
Snaggle
intuition plus will and just get 1 success.
Definitely Chihuahua, not Pomeranian.
Yeah. It's one of the
Okay, I did that.
weird
Yeah,
buggy
you got it.
eyes.
Yeah.
Kind of the
Or
permanent
you can be a
blem.
super chill cat. You can be a super chill cat that's just like hanging out.
Yeah.
Not with
Like
that number of successes.
Pedro.
No, it's a creepy dog.
Okay, creepy dog. Okay, you are
I
a
like
creepy
that
dog.
The reason it looks kind of funky is because I still have the mohawk.
Yeah, that's still colored. Yes.
Oh my,
Oh my god, you're freaking Gonk from Elvira. It's amazing.
God.
I love you guys so much. Okay, so we have the receptionist who's hanging out at the reception desk. We have the very fancy lady with the mohawk dog, and Farrell. What are you up to?
Oh, she's my friend that's coming in.
Oh, okay.
Wearing my outfit that I did not get any blood on.
You did not get any blood on it.
And I totally belong here.
It is a very, very nice tailored suit
Yep. I
for somebody who is your size.
I 110% belong here.
You do actually. Like you look so belong there that people ignore you as if you were security. Like black suit, black tie. You could be a rude boy, except that you are much larger and could kill people.
Yeah. And just kind of look like somebody generally you don't want to mess with.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
I absolutely took his comlink.
Okay.
Not only just to deny him access to it, but also because I broke mine.
Fair enough. So this one day we did here, guys.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I was expecting you guys to take like a couple weeks, maybe like make a copy of the place, like practice and blah blah blah.
No, we-
They're
We
going to
have-
move stuff
We
quickly.
have enough layout to know what to break.
No, we have a personal escort who needs the rest of the information.
You do have personal escort.
And I've been reading up on my shatter spell, so we're good. I'm ready for that door.
We'll just open it.
Take away my fun.
Doors aren't hard to open.
Okay, plan A,
Okay.
plan B,
So we're
plan C.
continuing.
We are continuing. You are going to the door. Miss Holy Fucking Shit and your friend, who is obviously your bodyguard.
Obviously.
Right. And
Arms crossed.
My little floofy dog.
right. And the scientist.
Not you. Floofy dog.
Good, I appreciate that.
It's clear.
She's petting your head.
She's not the floofy dog.
Oh no, she's not petting my head. That's where the mohawk is.
She's petting your mohawk.
On purpose.
Oh, at the top of the mohawk?
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine.
It's the only thing where you like through.
The best spot is belly rubs anyway.
She has a dog at home she really loves.
Okay, you guys talk amongst yourself for a second.
Okay.
Oh. I just.
So, when we go in, we just let her. She likes to talk. The scientist. That's what I call her when we're in bed. The scientist. Since I don't know what her name is. Hopefully she'll take us right to the crystal. I don't know if she likes me enough to give us the crystal. So we might have to take it when we get to that point.
Kind of figured we were going to have to do that eventually.
I can do a lot of damage to the guards if necessary.
It might be better if she gets us in there, we take the crystal and just, like, incapacitate her in some way and, like, use her card to leave. if
That's
we
harder
can.
than it sounds.
All right. I
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I got a card and it wasn't that difficult.
Yeah.
how
It's never harder than it sounds.
how damaged
Oh, yeah, it is.
do you want her to be?
I prefer not damaged.
I can knock her out without damaging her.
Okay.
What fun is that?
Less. But I don't like to deny our friend her toys.
She'll find more toys, believe me.
Yeah, but she has a good mattress. I like hers.
There's always more chew toys in the park.
That is true. That is very wise. Very nice.
That's like there's more fish in the sea.
What?
Fish
Never mind.
in the sea?
Never mind.
Okay. I don't know about fish. Fish are cold.
I desperately want to use this spell, and I don't think I should.
But should and will are two completely different things.
What is the spell?
I want to animate the crystal so it just follows us out.
Hey guys!
Hi, everybody. That is difficult because it just, well, we'll see. You can totally animate the crystal. Oh, yeah.
Suddenly the crystal is Navi.
Oh, God.
And that's how Navi comes into the world.
Yeah.
So, Doctor,
Yes?
you were going to take me to see this amazing crystal you've been talking so much about.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you didn't call it a crystal. What did you call it? The fancy word you used. You said it was
An electromagnetic something, blah, blah, blah.
It's so sexy when you use big words.
Electromagnetic MacGuffin.
And you say it's all one molecule?
It's all one molecule, and light goes through it faster than in a vacuum.
Oh, Fluffy, and I think that's so impressive.
Well, thank you. I can't wait to show it to you.
Yes, we should probably hurry. I'm very excited.
Sure. Let me just get my clothes on.
Oh, I thought we were at the building already.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We're all,
Even better.
But also interesting.
yeah. Go
Oh,
on.
shit. Yes. Well, then let's do this thing.
Yes.
And I walk on through to the receptionist.
Other side. Sorry.
Yes, that I
Yeah.
was there with you.
Yes.
I see the good doctor and says, "Oh, giving a tour today, doctor."
Yes. Yes, I am. This is someone very important from Ares Macrotech.
Oh,
She's gonna like
Very good.
casually stretch in a very sexy way so the doctor doesn't look too closely at the receptionist.
very good. Opening
Yeah.
the gate
works.
to let them in through.
Well, they just
Yeah.
walk through where the guards are to the elevator.
And I will absolutely attach the data tap to the data cable here
Okay.
at the receptionist. If I had something that would disable the security system, I absolutely would.
That would
Well,
probably set
if
off
the
so many
security
alarms.
system was easily circumventable, it would not be a good security
No,
system.
this is true. That's a fair point.
Okay.
10 minutes. We have 20 minutes.
No, we need 10 minutes in between the games.
You have 10 minutes.
All right. It sounded like
Do
it became
this.
a real
Okay,
heist movie.
so we are totally heading up to the appropriate place to see the
Yeah.
shiny thing.
Yeah.
Right. You're totally going up to the appropriate place to see the shiny thing. And so the door opens, and you guys get out, and she walks you over to where the guards are, with the door that looks like a vault door.
Oh.
Like, it is feckin' massive, and has all of, like, the big
wheelie thingy and the other stuff, and it obviously has a mag lock along with like a code that you have to put in, along with a physical thing you actually have to shove in there.
Oh my.
Oh, the door's so big. Is it because it's dangerous?
No, we just can't let everyone in there.
Oh,
But I mean, we can, of course.
Of course.
And the guards look at her. And like, no. What's wrong, doctor?
I call security.
Okay. Security goes.
Which
Level
is-
12. That's not these guys.
I know. That's the point.
Right. Right?
Oh, I understand this.
Big reactor leak here. Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Much radiation.
What is going on here, doctor?
Oh,
Well,
it's nice to meet you. She holds out her hand to the security guards. I'm with a large investment group.
why don't you
Yeah.
roll your influence?
Oh, good.
Do it. Do
Yeah.
it.
If not,
Do it
I have
well.
a plan. It's not a good one.
And remember, you have edge if
Oh,
necessary.
good. Okay, I'll keep that one. Oh, God. I'm going to keep that one. And that one. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
That's
Okay.
pretty damn good.
Well, they think you are very interesting. Well, that's
Shocking. No, it's not.
an Aries investor?
Well, I mean, I'm not really supposed to give all the information out. It's supposed to be a quiet tour today for, in secret purposes. You know how it is.
So, on the ceiling, sliding around, come two turrets
Oh, good.
with light machine guns on them.
Oh, good.
And they stop right next there, point at you, and you hear a electronic voice say, "Whoever you are, leave now."
So,
The guards are totally willing to bring you in.
Yeah.
Like, one of them actually starts putting in the code,
Yeah.
and it's not working.
Yeah.
ranges
Because
touch.
this person is not able to be charmed.
How far off the ceiling are these things? Are they in arm's reach?
If you jump really high, you can probably jump really high.
Yeah.
So, power bolt.
Power Bolt is a spell. It's a direct mana spell, which means that armor doesn't work against it.
Uh-huh.
That works against a single target in your line of sight.
Living and non-living. So I could take out the machine gun.
You can, it turns out, and we can all roll initiative.
Okay.
I'm on a different level of the building, but I'm assuming I still roll.
Sure, because
there's not much I can do.
you are probably monitoring this.
Yeah.
This is the type of thing I want to do. Am I reading it right?
Yes, you're 16 plus 46. It turns out you're a magical adept.
Okay, so
Oh, you rolled
no,
poorly.
that's fine. That's fine because I'm still going to be faster than everybody else with a
Yeah.
25.
You're a 25, right?
Yeah, not so much. I've got 10 plus 19, so I've got a 39.
Wow.
No, 10
Or
plus 19 is 29.
29,
Yes.
39, 29, whatever. It's almost 4 in the morning. Numbers are
Yes.
irrelevant.
Oh my
But
God.
not all numbers are irrelevant because we got another donation for
Yay!
Yay!
I love how deadly you guys are.
Murder the thing.
Thank you,
Murder
Sangus.
things.
Okay, I'm
Try to
gonna.
have sex with it, and if we can't, we will kill it.
Yes.
What was your
That is
initiative?
our motto.
I don't know. I don't think I rolled it. Sorry.
It is a long motto. I have to translate that into Latin.
If I
Try
can't
to have
fuck,
sex with it. If
Last.
we can't, we will kill it.
I got an 8.
fuck it or
Did you
kill
get
it.
better than an 8?
I don't know. What do I roll for this?
It says initiative on
Oh, I
your
see. Oh,
sheet.
yeah. 8 plus 1d6.
8 plus 1d6. You are not a combat.
You are not
monster.
last.
I'm not last, so it's 12.
All right,
Okay.
I have the initiative order.
Now, if somebody will take 46 and roll them together for me.
I will.
Go for it. 1, 3, 5, 4.
1, 3, 5, 4. Okay, cool. You add 14 to that.
Ooh.
13.
13, 14, 27.
27. Will you write down 27 for me, Kurt? Thank
Okay.
you so much for figuring out this initiative thing, because I'm not doing
That's
that.
fine.
And then if you roll 2d6 for me. And add 2.
And add 2, 9.
No. Sorry, not 2. Add 8 to that.
Add 8.
Yes.
Okay, 15.
15. Okay. So,
Okay.
we are now in combat.
Yay!
Who is first?
Mac is
So,
first.
you have 2 people in super, serious combat armor with assault rifles, and you have 2, turrets on rails, run by some spider dude that you can't see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to break the turrets off of the ceiling.
Okay. So you're going to jump up and break a turret.
Yeah, use my weight to actually, haul them off the ceiling.
Awesome. I love it. Roll your unarmed combat.
Hopefully yours is better than mine was.
Oh, it is.
I don't think it could be worse.
All right, so 19.
19. Yeah, no. She is the baddest ass. She is the muscle.
Yes,
Of the
I'm
group.
aware, and that's why.
That's why we're grateful to have her.
Yes.
Yeah. You were good at breaking things.
By the,
Oh yeah, I am.
You're on.
Like the number of skills I have for breaking things is like joy.
Okay, I had 19 already there. Thank you.
All right. So roll your dice. Do you want to add any edge?
Yes.
Okay. Roll your extra dice of your edge.
So, 2.
Okay. Then reroll 6s. Go.
Oh my god. Okay, so. Ooh, that was not a great roll, but there's a lot of 6s in here. What am I looking at? 6.
Sweet.
So, I had 5 successes, 4 of which were 6s.
So you're at 5 right now.
And then
6.
yeah.
6.
Yeah. 6 successes.
6 successes. All right. So 6 successes. What is your strength? It's 12.
It's like a bajillion.
So somebody just roll 4
Yeah,
dice
12.
for me.
That is 2 1s and a 5 and a 4.
You rip that shit out of the wall.
Yeah!
Did she rip it well enough she broke both of them?
No, but she did rip one of it well enough that she can actually use it as a weapon.
Yeah!
Hit things with. Okay, it is now its turn, the turrety things, and it aims and fires at Feral. So if somebody will please roll 14 dice for me.
I have 14 right in front of me.
Excellent.
Do the thing.
Bring it.
I think I rolled badly for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5 successes. Cool. Feral, what is your reaction?
My reaction?
It should be on your first page.
Oh, it's like a dodge pool kind of thing?
Yes.
Sweet. It's like the third thing under attributes.
12?
Roll 12 dice.
Oh, Jesus.
Get 5 successes.
5, 6, 7,
Actually,
8,
it's 6 successes because you have to get 1 more.
10, 11, 12.
So many dice.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
You get the way out of the turret that is firing full auto at you.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that turret.
Yes.
So next is Marie.
Yes. So speaking of fuck that turret, I am going to do, well, not literally, because that would be awkward. Approximately how many successes do I think I need in order to take out a turret?
Who the fuck knows, man?
Open the door.
So when you attack a thing, like an object, it has an object resistance.
things that are very, very like manipulated by man are difficult to attack with magic.
Okay.
So something like the turret would probably have something around 14 to 16 dice
Oh, well,
to resist your power bolt. However, that doesn't mean your power bolt won't work.
okay. Because my other option is to ignore it and start breaking the door.
That is also possible. And if you use your touch spells, you can actually overcast because the drain is very low on those.
Okay. No, I think I'm going to try to damage the turret.
Okay.
So damaging the turret, I'm going to use the power bolt because I can't reach it to touch it from...
Okay.
No, I don't want to reveal I can fly yet. So it's a F-3, so I know this is going to... Does it start wearing it down, or do I have to beat its number?
You roll, then it rolls and tries to beat you.
Oh, okay. Got it. It's a -3, so if I say...
Why is it a -3?
Powerbolt is F-3?
Okay, that isn't minus to your die pool.
Right.
That is your drain.
Right, but I have to therefore pick the number.
Yeah. So if you roll if you pick an 8 or something like that, you're going to have to get 5 successes on your drain resistance
I was
roll.
going to say a 7, actually.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So 7?
yeah.
Okay. That means you can get 7. Your limit is 7 for this roll.
You know what? I really don't like this gun. So can I do the edge thing?
Edge? Yes, you can.
Okay.
Nice. Go roll. Magic.
That was a good roll.
6.
Yes.
That's a 6. This is
And your 6s explode. That's
Yes,
awesome.
they do. So there are 4 6s.
Oh, there's another one.
And also that 5.
I think those 2 6s explode too. There.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so that would be more than I can have, so I have to stop at 7.
Yes. You have to stop at 7.
And,
Somebody roll 15 dice for me real quick.
and I need
and
to
just count
also
'em up.
roll my what's it called?
Oh, your drain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get 4 successes?
I got... Ooh.
That's a lot of ones on your
Yeah.
roll, Tappy.
Excellent. I like that. How many?
Whoa!
Whoa! It blows the
1, 2,
motherfucking
3, 4,
up.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah!
9 ones.
Not only does it blow up,
Yeah, that's a
But-
glitch. Yeah.
but yeah,
and only 2 successes.
the cameras blow up on this level too.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, also, I missed by 1, so I think that means ouch.
You take 1 physical damage. So where it says your physical damage monitor, right? So you're now it says 9.
Do I take physical or
/8.
stun?
You take physical because you went over your magic.
Oh, okay. Understood. Okay, that was my action. Next person.
Okay, so next person is the guards.
Who really like you.
Yeah,
At this
they
point.
do like her,
Yeah.
but one of them is going to shoot at the crazy woman that just ripped off one of the turrets.
Yeah.
So,
Do it, bitch.
yeah, somebody roll 12 dice for me. And then you're going to
Got it.
roll 12 dice
Where's
unless
mine?
you want to
I think
take
these ones
a
are mine.
defensive action.
No, I have too many.
Oh, roll.
That's fine. You want 12 dice. Okay.
I don't think you care.
We got 3 different people roll. Try.
Okay, here's your 12 dice.
You roll too well for this.
Sorry. On your 12 dice, you got 6.
Okay, 6 successes.
And I'm not allowed to roll for the bad guys in this fight anymore.
Seriously.
It's okay because I don't think it's going to matter.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 successes.
5 successes. So, they hit you. You take 13 physical damage. Your armor, your hardened armor is 14, so they don't do anything.
The end.
It is now the next guard's turn. The next guard is going to... What the fuck?
shoot the same thing. They don't even know that there's a goddamn pixie in that purse.
It's a damn dog.
They know there's a woman that's ripping shit off and that's gonna beat them with it. So roll 12 dice again.
I'm not allowed to. Somebody
Somebody else roll.
How many?
You know what? Actually, you know what? It's not gonna matter.
Okay.
Let's move on. Gimme.
Yes.
Do your magic.
I think I'm gonna roll to have the guards help us.
All right, you should do that.
Yep.
To get you to safety through the door.
To our objective.
Now that the spider is taken out
Yeah.
with a super glitch.
Okay. Amazing.
That was an amazing glitch.
Let's see. That's a 5. That's a 5. That's a 5. So 2, 4, 6, 7 successes. I keep rolling 7 successes.
No,
Yeah.
there's no way they can beat that.
Okay.
Somebody roll 4 dice for me, just cause
Here.
in case
Okay.
some successes go off.
That's a glitch. I'm rolling for Tappy from now on.
2 1s, a 4, and a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stop. Like they shoot at Farrell, both of them, and then they stop. Like, oh my God, we're so sorry. That was just.
You should be sorry.
I
You should hurry and open the door.
okay, and they try and plug in their codes, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
Are we out of combat at this point?
Yes, you're
Okay.
out of combat.
All right.
There is nothing coming your way.
Hey, Fluffy, I think this is your job.
Fluffy jumps out of the purse. And just because I'm in the form...
By the way, did you spend edge on that one that blew the fuck up everything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get that edge back.
Fluffy jumps out of the purse, and just because it amuses the shit out of me, I'm going to pose like I'm peeing on the door.
All right.
But I'm touching it, and shatter spell. And if you want me to roll for it, I
do want you to roll for it because this door is pretty
Going.
huge.
Okay. I'm more like I'm willing to spend a couple rounds just shattering the fuck out of it. But
I don't know if you have to. We'll see.
okay. So
This thing is burly.
And you got your edge back, so.
I got
you
my
got your edge back.
Right, so I'm going to use my edge. Obviously, the drain is F-6, so I'm going to say 10.
All right. Yeah, force 10. Let's do it.
Yeah, this is why you don't roll for Tappy anymore.
I get 2 rerolls. So that would be 6.
6. Okay, somebody roll 16 dice for me.
3.
Kurt, roll 16 dice for me.
Is the
12,
camera okay? I hit
15,
it with my
16.
head.
That one rolled off. Okay. 1, 2. Let's count up the ones first. No, it's not a glitch.
Glitchy McGlitcherson.
It's not a glitch.
Is-
It is 5 successes.
Wait, compared to?
I had 6? Did I say 6?
Yeah.
I think so.
No,
All
those are
right.
hard.
You got 6 successes. So, you touch it. Well, you pee on it, right?
But
and
no,
it cracks forward. Like it cracks forward a good inch.
Holy shit, what do you feed that dog?
Yeah, you're like, whoa!
okay,
But they're not doing anything. Like-
just to sell it, I make the scared yipping noise and scamper back to her purse.
Does anybody else want to do anything in this door? It is already broke. Did.
Oh, I'm just going to force it open.
Yeah, you
You're
can
going to force it open?
pull it open.
All right. Why don't you roll your unarmed combat? Just roll it.
It's like 19 billion dice. Okay, I have 19 here.
It can't dodge you.
Yeah.
He just wants to see how well you do it.
Pretty
Somebody help
damn
me
well.
out.
2 successes. 3, 4, 5.
That's not one of them.
5 successes.
5 successes. Okay, so that's 17 physical. You kick the door in the middle of it, and it goes further the 7 inches that the door was to fall open into the lab. There is a very surprised mage who is sitting there chanting in Latin. Does not know what to do.
Out.
Why don't you roll intimidation?
Is intimidation a skill?
Oh, actually, you know what?
Oh, it is.
I'm going to use your attack
It is.
as
Yeah.
a trick.
Yeah.
Which means that your 5 successes give you 5 extra dice for intimidation.
Nice.
I hope your intimidation is better than mine.
I'm sure
And-
it's better than mine.
Mine's nothing
Mine's
to sneeze
6, and you said there's another 5.
Yeah.
at. Oh, okay. It's not as good as mine.
5,
But I'm not there, so.
6,
You could be. You've heard all this shit
4,
happening.
5.
Let's say I'm on my way up.
Did you spend any edge?
5? No, I didn't. I got 5 now.
I'm looking at a 6, aren't I?
There's a 6, yes.
No, there's 2 6s.
Oh, 2 6s. If you spent edge, you would get to re-roll.
That's
those.
a 3.
Yeah,
Okay, so how many successes?
5.
Okay, cool. Somebody else roll 8 for me. I know, it's fucking crazy, this system.
No. Just
I got different
picking them
sizes.
up out of the tree.
Exactly half of them are ones. So
God.
2 successes, 4 ones on 8 dice.
He runs the fuck away from you. You,
We have found
you,
the superpower.
you smell that he has actually urinated himself.
I don't want
As
to.
he
It's
runs
hard to
away.
tell over the pixie piss.
No, I didn't do it for real. I just faked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing normal clothes and everything else. I'm just
Oh.
disguised, not actually shapeshifted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Still.
still.
Ruin her outfit.
She wouldn't let me back in the first
Oh, yeah.
actually.
So,
Are you sure you want back in the purse?
I walk up to it and I'm assuming the crystal's there.
yeah.
I pick it. I put it in the purse.
All right.
I get back in the purse. We go.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
data.
you need data.
Data.
Oh,
Yeah, we do need the data.
That's
So
not right. I
I
took the pretty shot.
I've been working my way back up there. I pulled the data tap off of the cable down at the receptionist. I walk in, attach it to the.
Well, I mean, is there like just a server or what? What is
There is being prepared because it happened yesterday.
right?
There is it's kind of like a giant like brick of feckin' metal that would go on like a dolly or something like that. That is this supercomputer that is a node.
I think I can disappear it. I also spilt water on my character sheet,
Well
so
done,
I'm a
sir.
little scared to
That's
turn
okay.
the page. No, not my hat. I like my hat. Do we have any paper towels?
It'll dry.
yeah, it'll be
It'll
fine.
dry. It's fine. I'm gonna reprint this anyway because it's
Okay.
all
Just
going
Dump it on the,
to.
on the floor. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a concrete floor.
I know. I feel bad because other people are going to come in here and.
Can we just like walk out with it at this point? I mean, you're getting the data. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start walking out because that'll
Okay.
be your job.
You can
Okay,
walk out
well-
with it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can put improved invisibility on it.
Yes,
Okay.
you
Oh,
can.
then there you go.
So I will put improved invisibility on it,
Great.
and you can just carry it out.
Yep.
Done.
Okay.
Cool.
Why don't you roll your improved invisibility just in case you.
And you're
Just in case you roll like
you're
I
getting
did.
the data.
Yeah.
Well, the data is the brick.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. We're
It's-
just taking
it's
the
like
break.
grabbing hard drives.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there a?
You know what? Since we're on our way out, I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to say I'm doing a 5,
Okay.
which makes my
Force?
drain of 4, which
Yeah.
will suck, but it's not a glitch.
It is not a glitch, but it's only 1 success.
Yeah.
Oh, one success is one success, still invisible.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Let's go. Let's
pump,
go. Okay,
yes.
so you guys get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Nobody is the goddamn wiser.
Well,
Well, the spider is, but he's very upset because he took biofeedback damage. The damage you did.
yes.
Oh, it's supposed
So
to be
I
him.
was
It
wondering
is.
about that.
It is likely he might actually be a vegetable at this point.
Awesome.
He was nice to me.
Yeah. So yeah, you do your thing. You're done with the run.
We get
You do
120,000 credits each.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you guys all get to there's gonna be an advance for everybody.
120 credits. That's not. You're not actually going to get 120 credits. Just you
120,000.
fitter it off at whatever bullshit you guys fitter shit off at. If you want extra, if you want a new piece of equipment, you get it. Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's just how it goes. Cool.
Yay!
Yay!
A little bit late, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Worth
so
it.
Thank you.
We
guys.
were almost done.
Yeah. So close.
We apologize to Jason.
Yes. Wait, you said
Yeah.
we're almost done?
No, we're done.
we're done.
Okay.
We're done.
So Mac's gonna check and see who the highest donor was.
It is Dave Lilithan.
Yay! Thank you so
Huzzah!
much.
Hey, huzzah!
Very cool.
Yes. So
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Everyone for watching and for donating.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. So
Watching
very
this
exciting.
this crazy bullshit.
And I do know at least one of our listeners was watching from, I think, Germany.
That's
So
fantastic.
Everybody, give me your character
It's
sheets.
kind of soggy.
It's okay. Character sheets.
Yes. So thank you guys, and yes, we're gonna sign off for just a minute, and we will see you later. That's great.
Bye.